All right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to be continuing with our Civ 4 Immortal Elizabeth game. This is, if you're watching this just in a sequence of videos, this isn't going to matter, but it might be a little bit until I'm able to do the next version, next part after this one. And that's because we have baby number 2 coming up in just a few days, is going to be arriving in just a few days. So I have time to stream today. And then next week, I am quite confident I will not be streaming because it is both Thanksgiving here in the United States and families coming in out of town. But in addition to that, we're also going to be running to the hospital early in the week. So exciting times. This game will get finished. It's not going to be abandoned. Don't worry. But it's probably going to be a little bit more irregular in terms of when I'm streaming. Okay. As far as the actual game goes, we kind of had a big breakthrough in the last session in the sense that we'd been in this stalemate with Tokugawa for ages and ages, and then we finally had the big breakthrough. We reached rifling tech, declared war, charged in and took Yoink, which is the Jewish holy city, by the way, which just came out of resistance, and it's going to pop its borders this upcoming turn, which is going to be nice. So this city came out of resistance. This city we were able to capture. And then we're in a little bit of a stalemate because we were sieging this city while Toku moved his whole stack over here. We let him capture this city, Thermo, and then we counterattacked after he took the city. So we kind of used it as bait and then counterattacked and took the city. And then at the end of the session, we went forward and we captured his capital, Kyoto. And we're also set up for an attack on this city, Nara. We've got all our mounted units set up. We know that there's very little in this city. It's going to be bloody taking it. It's going to cost a few calves, unless we get super lucky again. But 1, 2, 3, 4. At least we don't. It's on a hill, which is unfortunate. But at least it only has 20% cultural. See how this culture doesn't extend here. Oh, I got to turn the sound down a little bit. I had the sound up so we could hear people on TFT. Because the culture doesn't extend here, we know it only has 20% cultural defenses. So, yeah. Now, it does have walls. Or, no, it does not have walls. Okay. So, it's going to be a little bit bloody, but we should be able to charge through there. And then the mounted units can go straight here. And we'll head to Satsuma next. This city does not have that many defenders. So, hopefully we can hit this before it has time to whip a whole lot of defenders. But we'll see. The siege units will start slowly moving in that direction. And then push on up from there. So, we don't have a ton of... I would like to keep the war going until I can take all of Toku cities. I actually am forced to run 40% on the slider, which kind of sucks. That's a good question. I think we'll probably go south first. And that's in part because the terrain is really rough here. Also, if we capture Nagasaki, it's just going to get swallowed up by the Arabian culture. But we'll see. It's probably set. We definitely are going to take these two. And then I'll probably go south first down here. But we'll see. Yes, we do have liberalism. Yes, we are going to be popping into emancipation and representation soon, which will help. Which will definitely help because we have a lot of emancipation unhappiness, and we also just captured the mausoleum as well. See, so we will get an extended golden age. We actually have the great people ready to fire the golden age right now. But anyway, I think we're all set to go. So let's get going. Rename Kyoto to Port Elizabeth. That sounds good to me. I like that suggestion. No, calves are not affected by walls. Gunpowder units are not affected. So calves and cuirassiers both are not affected. Muskets are also not affected. Knights, maces, pikes, they're like the last units affected. Crossbows. All right, there we go. So now Yoink came out of resistance. A granary in Brexit was destroyed. Okay, well, that's annoying. Look at this. Even we have 8 unhappiness from war weariness, and we probably need to build the. Actually, we need to build the jail because that'll help with the war weariness. It's kind of that bad. Yeah, minus 25%. Unfortunately, I do think we need to run that here. That's turns I'm not building a unit, unfortunately, but it's just the war weariness is pretty bad in the bigger cities. All right, over here. Well, there's not a ton we need to build. We'll probably build Forbidden Palace somewhere over there in the east afterwards. Honestly, we can do the theater for extra happiness as well. Probably that's the best thing to do. We don't need the lighthouse. Jail is a lot more expensive. I think I'll just do the theater for the time being. Or Brexit. Well, you know what? Doesn't really need the granary because it's pretty much perma stuck here at size 5. So the granary actually isn't even doing that much there. But cities like this, like, look at this. 7 unhappy faces from war weariness. Like, the war weariness in this game is so ridiculous. There's a reason why all the mods that we run always turn down the war weariness. Because it's just, like, the default rate is set so high. Like, I've lost some units in this war, but, like, it's not as though I've suffered crippling losses or anything like that. It really doesn't feel like I should have this much war weariness. Look at this city. 6 faces, 6 unhappy faces from war weariness. It's crazy. Like, the unhappiness here is just bonkers, off the charts. I can't even like work this tile because there's so many unhappy faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm only working 6 tiles. Also, why are we working a priest specialist here? Got to be something better to work than that. Priest specialist is definitely not what I want. Yeah, so I don't want this war to continue too much longer, but I almost feel like I might have to sue for peace relatively soon, just because to get out from this war weariness. But I really wanted to push this until I can eliminate Toku. Yeah, Brennus is still at war with Saladin. But if we could take Satsuma Nara, maybe we can get him to give us another city for peace. If he's willing to give us a city for peace after we take these, I would be willing to maybe sign peace if he's going to give us another city, and then we could come back and finish the job later. All right, where's our sentry guy? I thought we had a sentry unit up here. Where's my unit with the sentry promotion? Because I wanted to see what's... Is it in here? Yes, it's in here. It's the knight that's in here. Oh, I see. That's what's letting me see what's in Satsuma. I see. Okay. Well, we're going to attack the city anyway, so we might as well move one of these calves forward. Okay. So what do we have in here? Not much. Okay, there's no muskets in here. That's good news. So we have 2 longbows and a pike. And then we have horse archers, but they don't get defensive bonuses. And a catapult, which also doesn't get a defensive bonus. Yeah, and there's happiness resources down here too, which would be nice. We actually have very few happiness resources. Like, look at this. We only have 5 happiness resources. And that's with us importing some of these too. I believe we are importing some of these. Here's active. Actually, we're not trading for any right now. I wonder if anyone has... Yeah, like, he doesn't have any luxuries for us to trade for. Brennus is unwilling to trade them. Saladin... He has furs, but we already have furs. Yeah, this is just a world that doesn't have a lot of happiness resources. Okay, let's at least stop this city from starving. Keep this city needs to get back to growing. Let's work this tile here. This is a much better tile. Yeah, we have some lumber mills to toss down over here. Anyway, I was trying to do this war over here, this conquest of Nara. I'm trading for gold. No, I canceled that deal. Oh, okay, I'm canceled. That's right. That's right. I am trading for gold. Didn't I? Oh, I will have this gold resource in the near future, so then I'll be able to cancel that. Yeah, and I absolutely need that gold resource really badly. Okay, so let's see. Now, do I have any calves that are... They're all shock promoted. What odds do they get? They actually still get... Oh, this guy still gets odds, 60%, and then another 11% to retreat. How about this guy? Yeah, he only gets 55. Well, actually, that's not that much of a difference. 55 against 60 is not really much of a difference. He's at 9 XP. Okay, this guy's only at 6 XP, so we'll send the 6 XP guy in first. He's got about 50-50 odds. I guess he has about 2/3. He has 13% retreat as well, so he might be able to survive and come back. Even on a lost roll. Okay, or we could just win. That works too. Alright, so now you get that same 60%, and you get the 55%. Okay. Do the same thing. Actually, I think we're going to be able to take this city without it being too costly. I think we win this. No. Misread the animation. Alright, well, we basically wiped out that longbow. So now we have the shock guy go against the pike. We're definitely not going to get anywhere near as good odds with anyone else. Although we lost this one, unfortunately. Alright, well, we got a little bit unlucky. We won the first 50-50, then we lost the next 2. But we should clean up from here, in theory. Yeah, 98%. Should, in theory, clean up from here. No, the shock promotions have been really useful. There's a reason why I got a lot of shock promotions. They've been very, very good in this war. I actually got a tremendous amount of use out of them. Oh, I actually have another cav down there I could have maybe attacked with. I didn't realize this guy could potentially also attack. Well, anyway, this is over, so now it's just fishing for XP. Catapult actually did get a hit on us. Yep, I have this cav here. Let's get this cav an extra point of XP, because that'll get him to 10 XP. Let's see the city. Not much in there, but an observatory is nice to get. We'll do the forge. It's never going to be a very good city. It's a shame this city isn't one tile further west, because then it could work the sheep. But I guess Riposte wants to work the sheep. All right. So, next up is we're preparing for an attack on Satsuma. So we want to head in that direction. I wonder... I'll start moving the siege up, but I do wonder if it makes sense just to blitz this city so there's less time for the AI to get defenders in there. All right, so we can't get there any faster than this path, so we'll move into our city for this turn. That way we don't have to defend that tile. All right, are these guys all full health? These guys are all full health. We'll move you up so we can at least potentially attack the city next turn if we want to. Look at this city. 7 unhappy faces from war weariness. Also, why are you working a spy tile? Come on, buddy. But the war weariness, yeah, it's really bad. All right, now we have, as we said, lumber mills to build over here. So we're going to start getting some of them down. All right, are these units all full health? They are all full health. All right, well, we'll move them forward. This is the furthest we can go right now. That city's in revolt, so I don't really have to garrison it until it comes out. I suppose some unit could try to run out and capture it, but remember, there's a solid wall of peaks up here, so nothing can move through here. It can only move down through here, and I think I'll be able to see if an enemy unit... They don't have any horses, so they don't have any mounted units. So it's not like, even if they tried to run a horse unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they still can't reach it. And it's not like the AI is going to make a great general unit and run through there. All right, so you hang out in here. Just kind of going to race forward here and hit what we can. That silver is so close yet so far. I know, right? It's just out of range. We might, if we can capture Satsuma, though, we might be able to get Nagoya in a peace treaty. Because we have been thoroughly eviscerating Toku over here. All right, you need to heal. Same thing, you need to heal. All these guys will be, or, well, most of these guys will be healed up in another turn or two. I might as well heal you. You're really close, but I might as well heal you. Helps to have that great general medic as usual. All right. Put you here just for the extra vision. War elephants actually did contribute to the fighting. Save that promotion. There's our great general medic. Okay, wow, you can take a 4th promotion. Nice. Yeah, all these calves will be just about healed up. I'll heal you because I don't have to use your promotion just yet. All right. Can I heal? All right, I want to promote you. I'll just do combat 3 because I want you to be full health next turn, ready to move out. All right, you can move up. And you know what, honestly, I'm going to move the red coat up to cover, even though I'm going to move the red coat to cover this stack, just in case that pike would want to run forward, then we're covering that. Oh man, your city is, wow. I can't afford to have these cities go into starvation. I'm going to have to tick up the slider again, 50%. We're kind of at like the limit of what we can support here. Yeah, I don't want these cities starving. Jesus. At least that keeps the city from starving for a turn or two. This is like a completely out of control amount of unhappiness from war weariness. Yeah, it's the war weariness is just gonna force me. Oh, that's right. They can do they can build that's right. horse archers, but not knights. I'm not too worried about that. All right, now up here, might as well put these, grab these tiles for the time being. There's not really any tile improvements to put down here, are there? We already got that lumber mill down. We could do a lumber mill down here on the border, I suppose, or over here. The weariness would be there when I declare again, but we could, but it does die down over time. All right, we can hang out here. I wish I had a unit that could block this path into Satsuma, but I don't, unfortunately. This scout is fine here. Looks like they're trying to reinforce with more longbows, which makes sense. We'll continue doing the conga line shuffle. I guess you can go up to riposte, or actually you can go into yoink, and then the yoink one can go to Port Elizabeth. Just want to prevent any actual population starvation if we can. Here, one more happiness face. We're still in hereditary rule. That at least gets us back to stagnant here. But yeah, our economy is like completely stopped. Oh, I suppose they could actually try to recapture Nara. I probably should have thought about that. Probably should have put another unit in there. Well, we'll see. They'll probably be more focused on defending Satsuma, hopefully. War awareness has gone even higher now. I'll put you on market because you actually do need the extra happiness from a market. We'll see what we can do at the end of this turn. All right. I think we just set up to attack Satsuma next turn. I think like that's just the play, is we set up just so we can take that city next turn. And then we have to sign peace because the war awareness is out of control. All right, so most of you are going to go forward. I'll put the 7 health. 1, 2. Actually, they can't reach. Well, they do have a horse archer. Never mind. I do need to put at least 1 unit in Nara. I was going to say they can't reach the city. I'll send you forward. I'll have one unit hang out. They have what, 1 horse archer? Here, you can hang out in here. I'm not too worried about a horse archer killing that. You're close enough to full that I'm going to send you forward. We kind of have to take this city next turn. We're just going to send everything forward this turn and just bum rush it down next turn. There's not that much in there. Have I considered doing a ceasefire? Well, I want to try to get... Yeah, because like this new fresh cav can get up here too. Oh, there's a spear trying to slip into the city. Well, we'll try to take that out. I can definitely take that out with something. I have a shot, one of these shot guys. Well, that's more damage than I would have liked that unit to take, but still better to kill it outside the city. All right. This guy, we're moving forward. He's close enough to full health. Basically sending everything forward. Yeah, even these guys that are not full health, we're sending them all forward. Even if you're not full health, you're still going forward. We're taking this city next turn. The elephants can hang out here. I guess the siege can hang out here. There's no way it can get up there in time. We got a big old attack coming their way. I think you actually need to stand in this city because you can't get up there in time. And this will help maybe the city avoid starving. I really don't want this city to starve, but I also don't want to go higher than 50% on the slider. I can move a chariot down here, and then that'll keep the city from starving at the cost of slightly more unhappiness in Plains Cow. You're fine there. This longbow cannot get into the city now because we're blocking the approach paths. You're fine there. Okay, so we're building lumber mills. All right, Plains Cow now has lumber mills on all its tiles that we can work, so that's good. Yeah, let's come up here and get Thermopylae next. Oh, we need to reconnect that iron. Duh. We're even working that tile. Oops. You get over there. Yoink is not quite starving yet. Trying to make sure none of the cities lose any pop, at least. Loot Fiesta can survive like one more turn here. Our economy is like completely nosedived. If you look at the bar graph on GMP, look at how badly we're hurting. But we just need to take this city. Just need to get this city. I mean, there's defenders in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 longbows, a pike, and 2 spears. Thankfully, we cut off the iron supply because they're building spears now instead of longbows. Like, we have enough calves that we can bulldoze our way in here, I'm pretty sure. We also even have 1 redcoat that can attack. It might be useful to get odds on something here. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Oh, they actually have the navy's arriving. Their frigates are on their way. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So we've got 4... They've got a 1 CG3 musket. That's going to be a pain in the butt to kill. Let's see what gets the best odds on that. It might be... We can get a fresh cav with pinch, which I think is probably the best odds we're going to get on that. Probably the best. We actually have almost 50-50 odds to come back with those retreat odds. Nice. That's a great result. We took out half the health of the musket and got out without dying. Perfect. It's a little bit like using a siege attack there. All right. So up here we've got a shock. We got some shock calves and some cuirassiers. Let's see. The combat 2 shock has 58% odds. The combat 3 guy has 63% odds, but I'd rather probably save that for something. Do we just... This guy's just combat 3, 63. Yeah, let's go with that. Nice. Anytime we can take out a unit without losing a guy is good. Alright. So we do get odds if we have combat 3. We have slight odds. 65% again. And this guy could be combat 2. Let's see, if we promote him... What's combat 2? Alright, combat 2 versus combat 3 is almost no difference here. It's 63 versus 68. Yeah, I mean, it's slightly better, but it's not that much better. I'll take the 63 and try to save that for a melee unit. Nice. 1, 2, 60%. Alright, now... Alright, I was going to say now we go... Now we're up to 72% with this guy. Alright, see the difference? You might say, well, why are the odds better? It's because this guy now has only 5% fortify. This is a longbow they just ran in there. I think this is probably the best unit to use, though. Even though we're not getting the shock, I have several other guys with shock promotion that we can save. If we can get almost... Like, we have 80% odds for this cab to survive. It's like 72% to win outright, and then another 8% to come back. Alright. Now this longbow has no fortify bonus at all, and then we just have to clear the pike after that. All right, so I think this guy. Yeah. See, there's that pike. So if you're wondering, I know some of you were like, why do you have so many shock units? It's like, again, the shock really matters because otherwise, we can't clear the longbow without that. Otherwise, we hit the pike, and so we're getting 70% odds plus another 9% to retreat. Whereas if we didn't have the shock guys, we'd be charging into that pike. Now we're still gonna have to deal with the pike at some point. There's a flawless win. But it wasn't a waste to promote some of these guys with shock at all. So we get 50% there. This guy's injured, so we don't really want to use him. And all right, well the odds are really bad on. Why are they so bad on this guy? Anyway, I guess we have to use the 50-50 unless we just want to throw away a cuirassier, which we might want to do. Actually, I kind of like the idea of just using a cuirassier to clear this unit, and then we just clean up everything from there. As opposed to taking a 50-50 shot on a cav. Because the calves are the units I want to preserve. This is fine. We're going to lose this, but we redline this unit. Or we've got the retreat. Okay, even better. Yeah, so we should be able to clean up from here. Alright. That's a 67. We can do better than that for sure. Okay, well that's not great odds. Interesting that musket is still a really strong unit. Even at the 4.4 odds, maybe the red coat. Let's see, we get 89%. What odds did the red coat get, just out of curiosity? 84. No, we get better odds on, get better odds here. I'm not looking to face Saladin right now. Not anytime soon. Alright, so now we've got a crippled pike. We have a spear who does have formation, but again, spears are such low base power. Yeah, we still get really good odds on a lot of these. Well, not the injured guy. 58. What about my cuirassiers? I've got a bunch of... well, not a bunch, but I have some cuirassiers over here. Alright. Well, I think this is probably the best I can do. Combat 2 shock. Low base strength. Pretty good though, right? We haven't lost a single unit. Now, we've gotten some good dice rolls. We did win a couple like 50, 60%, but... Oh, there's another spear? Okay. So we gotta get one more spear. I think it's gotta be this cav then. Not the greatest odds. If I'm going to take a 50-50, let's take it with the cuirassier. I'm surprised that these spears are defending this well. Okay, well, we've gotten a little bit lucky in terms of our combat odds. Now we have a crippled pike, who I get good odds on. Watch, I'll have won all those 50-50s, and then I'll lose like a 95 right at the end. Alrighty, so now we have horse archers that don't get defensive bonuses, and it should be a rout from here. This guy's low health. He still gets 80%. I mean, I still have this red coat. Probably should just take the red coat because it's the 99%. Maybe should have used the red coat sooner, honestly. Yeah. Chat was like, why aren't you using the red coat? Could have had the red coat take the city, but we're planning on probably trying to get the ceasefire here. All right, we have 88% with this guy. Those are good odds, obviously. 2 generations ahead in military tech. Cool. Thanks for sending us back to the other side of the screen. How close are we to a great general? Okay, we're not that close to another one. All right, so now there's just a catapult and trebuchet, so it's just whatever we want to get XP on. This guy's at 9 out of 10, so this will be a good guy to attack with. Actually, only has 93%, which is kind of shocking. And then we have a trebuchet here. So... attack with the Great General Medic. We'd have 68% odds. I don't think I want to risk my Great General Medic at 68% odds. All right, can I get one of these knights? All right, this guy's at 9 out of 10 XP, so let's get this guy the 10th XP point. Nice. Great battle. We didn't lose anything. Good stuff. Alrighty. Oh, it came with... that's right, it came with a Colossus, so that's big. And a great profit. Granary, Harbor Forge, Grocer, Stock Exchange. Oh, Grocer and Stock Exchanges. Very nice. Go library in there. Now, it's not going to have food until... well, actually, it does have food. It has these two. This is a really nice city back here. Oh, we got to think about... names we might want for Nara and Satsuma. Okay. So now, I think we try to sign peace, and let's see if we can get Nagoya in a peace treaty, because the war weariness is going to be out of control. We're slightly overextended here as well. Oh, what are the odds to kill this spear, by the way? Not great. Not great. I'm not going to take a 74%. Hillfort, I like that name. I like that one. Shocking all. Name Satsuma the Lizard. Okay, I like that. The Lizard. Good suggestions. Kind of all over the place, but still. Good ones. All right. So let's see if we can get Nagoya. I mean, I'll ask for both of these cities and see if he... no. Okay. He's willing to give me money. He's not really willing... let's see. What about... well, Nagasaki is not going to be useful. Because Nagasaki is just going to be culturally crushed over there. Maybe Izumo, though. Maybe he'd give us Izumo. No, okay. So he'll give us money, but he won't give us anything else. I still think we have to take this deal. Yeah, he still won't... the AI is very, very stingy about giving up cities in Civ 4. And I think it's right to be. He'd offer it. Take the cease... wait, what are you guys saying? Hold on. What do you mean he'd take this? Well, as soon as you put a city on there, it stops being a ceasefire. No, I don't want a ceasefire. I'm not going to attack in the next 10 turns. It's not like the war weariness magically goes away the instantly. I mean, it goes away when you sign peace, but if I signed a ceasefire and declared war 3 turns later, the war weariness would all be instantly back. So there's no point in signing a ceasefire. We might as well get the peace treaty. Like, we have to wait like 20 to 25 turns at this point before we can come back again, because otherwise the war awareness is just going to be there. I mean, the AI will offer cities for peace, but they have to really be getting beaten badly. I mean, he is losing quite badly here, but I mean, I'd like to keep going. I'd love to continue the war. We can actually see what's in this next city, but it's just the war awareness is absolutely killing me. So like we can move down here. But the war awareness is just absolutely crippling me. I mean, it's not like this city's that well defended, and I'd really like to get down here, but I just look at my cities. I'm running 50% on the slider, and my capital is still starving. We have 10 unhappy faces from war awareness and emancipation unhappiness. Like, I'm just not in a position to I just feel like the war awareness is forcing me to sign peace here, even though I don't really want to. The good news is we will be able to come back later down the road and finish the job, which I don't think will be... I mean, he's pretty crippled at this point. No. A 2-turn strike on cap... No. I hate to keep saying no, but like that doesn't make any sense. Why would I sign that instead of... Why would I do that instead of getting 600 gold in the peace treaty? That's a lot of money. No, the Statue of Zeus is not held by Japan. Statue of Zeus is, I believe, Portugal has it. Yeah, Portugal has it. He doesn't even have the Statue of Zeus. If he had the Statue of Zeus, it would have been double this. So, like, I mean, again, imagine how ridiculous that is. So, I appreciate the suggestions, but I just don't see any reason why we would sign a ceasefire here when we can sign a peace treaty, get 600 gold, and rebuild our economy, and then come back in, 20 turns or right now. No, I mean, that's again why I keep saying that war awareness is just set way, way, way too high in the base game. I even said, I worked on the game before it came out. I even said to Soren, back when we were in testing, I said repeatedly, I think war awareness is set too high. I just think it's way too high. Because, like, I shouldn't be facing this much. But anyway. Okay. We definitely are going to need to get a jail or get jails in our major cities. But anyway, we'll accept that. And, yeah, so now the war weariness goes away magically. And now we'll start. Now we'll get to democracy. And we'll use our golden age. We actually, well, we should wait to trigger the golden age until some of these cities are out of resistance. 11 turns of resistance. Oh my god, that's a long time. Well, we'll probably trigger it when we discover democracy tech. Now, how bad is our situation in terms of techs? So we need democracy. They're ahead down the scientific method line. They all have economics as well. It's not as bad as it could be, though. He still doesn't have rifling tech either, but there's no way we can hit him before he gets rifling. So they can research biology, electricity. So they are pretty far ahead down the scientific method line, which is not great. I think we need to go astronomy next so we can build observatories. We can go astronomy next, and we can use it to we can use the golden age to build some observatories. I think that's probably the way to go there. How does culture look? I mean, no one's going for a cultural victory as far as I can tell. I don't think anyone has enough holy cities for that. R.I.P. Colossus. Yeah, I mean, we'll have it briefly, but I don't think it's worthwhile to delay just for Colossus. Still, we picked up a lot of territory. How many cities did we get? One. I mean, technically we had Thermo before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. I mean, we were on 8, so that almost a 50% increase. And then hopefully we can get the remaining. Toku has 4 cities left. Hopefully we can get the remaining 4 cities down the road. All right. Anyway, let's get this iron reconnected. And I will pile most of these units into the lizard to help defend it. Oh, Plains Cow is still unhappy, even with, that emancipation unhappiness. Well, Let's get some units in there until we can get emancipation. We can move these 2 units back in there. And that'll help for the time being. All right. Yeah, let's just grab all these units. We'll move them in here. Let's get our Great General Medic. I really hate that my empire is divided by the world wrap. It's really annoying. Here's the Great General Medic. Move that up there so that they can all heal. All right, you chill here. Let's get you guys over here to work on this iron tile. And then I have to think about if I need to redo any of the tile improvements in Yoink. We're going to need a defender for some of these cities. Let's see. You can go up here to Port Elizabeth. Well, actually, why don't... Yeah, you go up here to Port Elizabeth. We'll need another one for Hillfort. I do have 1 or 2 redcoats being built. Yeah, I have a redcoat back here. And I can train a redcoat or 2 out of Plains Cow as well. And we'll start shifting most of these... We'll start shifting the non-heroic epic cities over to infrastructure. Like, we can't afford to fall too far behind the other AIs in tech. Because, like, while they're still teching forward, we can't fall real far behind. All right, let's get back onto our cottages here. Working the tiles we actually care about. And then we can grow onto the hill tiles. We still have a lot of emancipation on happiness, but there's not much we can do about that. For once, biology tech is really critical because we have so many plains farms. Like, biology is extremely important on this map, so we're going to emphasize that a bit. Going to give that a higher priority than normal because we have, like, because that allows cities like Yoink and Riposte to suddenly do stuff. Okay, we definitely don't want you working that tile. Although, actually, to build the granary, it's not terrible, but... yeah, this city could still use some more food. Even with all this, it's still low on food. Still up just +3 food per turn. Are cannons a thing here? Maybe. It's a possibility. So that's the only city that's out of resistance, aside from Thermo, which is redoing its granary. Yeah, Thermo actually has a decent food surplus. Just needs to... It can't work these tiles for the moment, the lumber mills. Railroad would actually be really nice too. Okay, yeah, you need the market for some more happiness. And then we can go from there. Even though you have, like, no commerce potential at all. We're slowly losing our borders over here as well. Okay. Let me just cycle through the rest of my cities because they're probably working some weird tiles thanks to all the unhappiness. Yeah, like here, I don't need the commerce here. At least the jail. Oh, the jail's not actually going to provide happiness. This city's just a large city. Oh, this city needs a market. That's right. That's why it's unhappy. It doesn't have a market for the extra happiness. Really wish I'd been able to go get that silver. So I will have to build a marketplace in Plains Cow to keep it from starving. I guess we don't want the city to starve. Even though it hurts to work off these tiles, we have to stop the starvation. Even though it's annoying to have to work worse tiles, we can't have this city starving. Emancipation will help, though. Get out from under that unhappiness. The AI all running emancipation is just so annoying. Okay, you are probably fine. I'm not sure that you can really grow onto any more tiles at the moment. Oh, did we work? Okay. Do I want the production here? I guess I do, because 12 production is pretty valuable. And we'll get, like, the jail and the theater next. I know I'm not working these cottages, but I think it's actually better to have the production so we get the 12 base, 15 modified. All right, you're going to birth another great person here. Oh, I wonder what we could get. Got a lot of possibilities here. If we roll another engineer, I can save an engineer and then trigger with the other two. Because I currently have a prophet and an engineer. All right, you're still building calves. I mean, there's not like there's a lot else for you to build right now. I guess I'll do the jail afterwards for the next conflict. You will whip something. You don't really have a lot to... I guess we could whip... We might have to whip the aqueduct because we're a little low on health here. Same thing here. There's not really much for you to whip. Like, there's not really anything for you to whip. I think I'd rather keep you... Like, I don't really want to whip a jail here. I think I'd rather keep you at size 9 and just grow onto tiles you can work, even though that seems a little silly. You do need the market, though. Kind of neglected you well. And you can do the courthouse next. Alright, and then thermos on the granary. Yoink is also refilling the food box. Sure is nice having the market, grocer, stock exchange here. Oh, I guess we could start to spread Judaism around too, because we do have the shrine for it. Where's Judaism on that map? Yeah, we could spread that around into the city. I mean, most of our cities already have it, thanks to the AI, but... Okay. Cancel their deals. No. Fortunately, he's staying at pleased. I don't really want to conflict with this guy. Got enough problems on my hand. Oh, Great Spy. Okay, that's fine. We can use the Great Spy for the Golden Age. We're in fish and chips. That's fine. I'd rather use the Great Spy. I'd rather save the Great Engineer. It seems more valuable. Because I definitely don't need the profit. Wait, what the? I said I didn't need the profit. There we go. We might be able to use the engineer on something, you never know. Okay. Is Loot Fiesta? I can move one of these chariots back to Brexit. I don't like having a city with absolutely nothing standing in it. Yeah, Pinkerton. Alright, you can move in here and be the defender for this city. Same thing, move in here. This spear is still just hanging out here. Alright, again, just heal in there. For some reason that one knight is not grouped with the others. I'll just move one more defender in here until I can get a red coat up there, and then the others, you guys can pile in to the city and look to heal. And we'll trigger that Golden Age in just a few turns. You guys chill there for right now. You can chill here. Just keep an eye on what's in here. Yeah, I mean, this city's not exactly defended right now. Alright, and our siege units are in Port Elizabeth. It would be nice to get the siege units up close to a city. It's too bad that this is a stupid mountain tile here. It's going to make it tough to get to Nagoya, unfortunately. Like, there's just no way to get through other than going here. I guess we could move here, then here, then here. I guess it has to be mounted units doing that. But more likely, we'll just try to get down to Kagoshima as quickly as possible. Gonna be tough to get down there, though. We can move 1, 2, and then 1, 2, but then we're still a little ways away. So I don't know if the siege units are really going to do that much, because they're just too slow. You could say, well, why not move by boat? But he's got a bunch of frigates, and I do not think that would be a good idea. Yeah, there's a great spy named Pinkerton. All right. Definitely not. I have much better relations with Saladin than you, and you're also much further away. All right, Plains Cow, again, needs the market. I really want to keep this city from... I need to move another... I need another unit in here to keep this from starving. It's still losing 1 food per turn right now. But we're going to go in the gold... We're going to pop the Golden Ages in 2 turns, because we have 2 cities coming out of resistance then. I guess the jail's a little bit better, because I do get some espionage points from that as well. I'm kind of way behind the AI in espionage, which I'm okay with, but... Alright, let's see. You actually would benefit from a library, because you do have some commerce. It's not a good commerce city, but there's a little commerce here. Enough to make the building multipliers worthwhile. Liz is going to order some lunch. Yeah, plus less weariness. Alright, so we got the granary back. So the top thing we want to do now is have this city just fill up, like, the food box. So, like, it's painful to have to work this tile, but we can get 4 food per turn. if we do that. So we would like this city to grow. Oh, we still have an unhappy... Okay. Well, so the food surplus will kind of fix itself. As soon as we don't have that unhappy face, we'll be a lot better. Let's get the forge. That actually provides happiness too. And in a golden age, all these plains tiles become 2 production tiles, which will be nice. All right, yes, yeah, all you guys just heal up over there. So it looks like there is real fighting going on between the AIs over there. Well, so to speak. I thought, I thought there was real fighting, but now there has died down a bit. Oh, I guess we have enough espionage with Toku now to see his research, so we should dial down on him. Oh, never mind, I'm actually not even spending on him. I'm spending on J-Man to try to get his graphs at the very least. Look at how much, look at the insane amount they've all spent on espionage. 156% compared to me. 141, 145. I can't even see the bar graphs on these guys. I would need 771 just to see his demos. I need 1,200, not for research visibility, just to see his demos. That's wild. Anyway. So Toku still does not have, still no rifling. Saladin still has no rifling. Brennus does. AI loves espionage. I mean, loves espionage in this game. All right. So we can do one more. We might as well do this one more. Whatchamacallit? Lumber mill over here. All right, we got the iron done over here, so that's good. And I'm not actually seeing a ton of improvements now. We'll be able to, if we can get to biology, we can replace some of these farms with what's the word I'm looking for? Like workshops or more cottages. But for right now, we're a little bit limited in what we can do. Hillfort, I think. Well, Hillfort. Maybe we can give this city some kind of. I was gonna say maybe we can give this city the wheat tile so it has a tile to work. Yeah, actually, since Riposte already size 12, we can probably just feed Riposte with the sheep and then give the wheat tile to Hillfort, probably. Something like that. Also, we are going to need a defender in here for right now, so you can just hang out back here for the time being. I guess we just build the remaining lumber mill then. There's one more up here. I don't see a lot of work I can do over at Hillfort. It's about to come out of resistance, but yeah. Anyway, at least we did get the world map. So J-Man has some cities overseas, including this one here. Boy, taking this city would be so nice for overseas trade routes. But we don't need to. We do want to eliminate Toku, but I don't know that we would necessarily need to eliminate Portugal. If we simply took his land holdings here, that would probably be enough. And doesn't he have some wonders we want? Yeah, the Celts have Statue of Liberty. Okay, Portugal has Versailles. Taj Mahal, once it's built, doesn't do anything. You can't get any benefit from capturing it. Anyway, all right. So Riposte and Hillfort come out of resistance. Let's have you do that jail. Also, the spy game. Why? Come on, no spy specialists. Come on. Yeah, 3 unhappy faces in every city is pretty bad. You can just stand in Plains Cow for now. Somebody is sure spreading Hinduism around. What is it? Okay. I told you guys to just wait there. Alright, so this city, we do want to pop borders if at all possible. We can build culture, so we should definitely do that. We can actually take advantage of the culture bug, which is an exploit, but I'll just explain what the culture... So we unavoidably starve this turn. There's no way to avoid that. So the way the culture bug works, if you're unfamiliar with this, is bug is never been corrected by the developers, and it won't be at this point. If you finish a cultural border expansion, see how we're at 0 out of 10? If you complete a cultural tier, so 10 culture, 100 culture, 500 culture, the production that goes into building culture also goes into something that's queued next in the queue. So we will both get 20 culture, and we'll also get 20 production into the granary this turn. It's a bug. And, you know, since we're starving anyway, we might as well work the max hammer configuration this turn. Why not? There's no way we can avoid starvation this round. Same thing at Hillfort. We'll do the same. We'll do the same thing. Again, this is a bug, but we'll go ahead and exploit it. It is going to starve. I can't avoid it this turn, but next turn I can avoid it. Yeah, so we didn't. That wasn't even Statue of Zeus war weariness. That was just normal war weariness. That's how bad war weariness is in this game. All right, we can easily finish democracy tech, and we actually do want to save up as much gold as possible this turn, because next turn we'll pop the golden age, and then we'll use the gold we're saving this turn to research at 100% in a golden age. So it's a little bit more valuable that way. I mean, Portugal would be very valuable to take over just because look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cities that are all like size 15 or higher. That would be insanely valuable. If we're lucky, he'll continue. Oh, he has rifling tech now, so no easy conquest with him. That might be come back when you have tanks, maybe. We'll see. He is ahead of us in tech right now, so. But as soon as those rifles pop up, you really can't get an easy conquest until after tanks are on the scene. We would need cannons at the very least. I also think we probably need Portugal's land to win this game. I think we might, because the AI research is very fast on this difficulty. Still, the goal is to let's run through the Golden Age. We'll get some. We'll let the war awareness die down a little bit. We'll get into emancipation. We'll build some jails, so we have at least a little protection against war weariness, and then we'll try to come back and take Toku's remaining cities. Again, it would be super helpful to get these dyes and the silver. The silver would be really nice. We would probably just dump a garbage city up here just for silver, because it's worth it. 2 happiness in all our cities. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but yeah, we still have a little ways to go, I think. All right. But things should start looking a little better next turn. And then we do have to think about what our next research target is as well. I think it's actually biology. I think biology does the most to help us from this situation. Astronomy first, because we want to build the observatories. We need them because we need more research capacity. But I think after that, I do think we got to get to biology so we can build the farms. Like, I think that's probably the best thing to do. I don't think we really need galleons at all. Like, where would we go with them? Why would we need galleons? Like, we don't need to go anywhere overseas. I think that's not a problem. But yeah, I mean, just in terms of things that we want, obviously we want to get factories at some point, but they're a little ways away. I think that biology does more for us right now. And like, if we want to go for tanks, we need electricity down the road anyway. There is also the possibility to try to get one of these corporations down the road, but like Sid Sushi wouldn't be. I don't know if there's enough resources for them to be good. Sid Sushi wouldn't be very good on this map, so it's probably a state property game. Honestly, probably a state property game, because that would be better than mercantilism. That would be a lot better actually. Yeah, this feels like a. Make sure you get a Jewish monastery up so we could spread it in at least one city. That's a good suggestion. Fish and Chips is actually a good city for this, because Fish and Chips doesn't really have like a core mission. We could make this a city that can build missionaries. Good call. Good call. We need a lot of things. Kind of need a lot of things.
It has been said that democracy is the worst form of
all right.
Except all the others that have.
Oh yeah, we actually have some text we have to knock out before we can even do that. Well, that's fine. All right, loot fiesta. Definitely get the jail. Definitely get the jail. I don't really have a lot. I don't really have any other infrastructure to build until we can unlock whatchamacallit. We don't really need the granary because the city's not going to grow. I think the city stays size 5 forever. So what's more about? It's probably the grocer, honestly. You don't really need the granary if it's not going to grow. Yeah, it's probably the grocer. It's either that or the courthouse, but the courthouse doesn't save very much. All right, so let's go ahead and trigger that golden age with the 2 great people I had saved up. If you ever want to, if you ever like multiple golden great people and you don't know which ones are going to trigger the golden age, you can manually select them, group them on the same tile, and manually select them. All right, so we'll do compass. Fortunately, we get that mausoleum enhanced golden age, which is very nice. So we'll do compass, and then we'll one turn optics, and then we'll do astronomy after that. We can actually build harbors then, but we're in mercantilism, so that's not going to do a whole lot. All right, so the whole reason we did this was to change civics, emancipation, and representation. So now we got to go through our cities and make sure that they're working the tiles we want, because we just got a big surge of happiness. All right, now Loot Fiesta looks happy. This city is still unhappy. At least we're getting the representation beakers here, but at least it's not starving anymore, and the market will get it back to happiness status. Yeah, the market will get it back to positive happiness. And then we can start slowly growing another size. Also, now we no longer need units from military police. All right, Delphi looks good here. All right, Delphi, yep, that looks good. We'll get the market done. We'll use this to build the market because we do need it for happiness. And then this city I don't think is gonna grow too much larger. It would be nice if we could get control of some of these tiles, but Portugal has pretty strong culture. Oh, we do need to irrigate this tile. We need to get workers down there to farm that tile. Oh, and there's some lumber mills to build down here at Delphi. All right, this city, that looks fine to me. I guess I could technically cottage that tile, but we already have tiles along the river. All right, that's fine. That's not fine. Give me the scientist. Thank you. And now fish and chips can just grow onto some specialists. I wish I had more health here. Could really use some more health resources. This is good. This would actually, you know what we should do? Maybe we should try to do like national epic here. I should do national epic in one of my cities, and I might be running this might be the best one to do it because I'm going to be running a lot of specialists here. Like it just doesn't have enough tiles to run. I could build that's right. I can build harbors. Yeah, some of these cities might want harbors. That's a good call. Harbor is a higher priority just for the health. It's not a lot because we only have fish, which is a bit of a shame. Theater. Courthouse. I don't really want to whip while I'm in a golden... Oh, I'm out of slavery. That's right. I can't whip things anymore. Well, we're at the point in time in the game where we probably have enough production where that's not that big of a deal. I'm like, oh no, I can't whip things anymore. We're at 28 base production. That's fine. Yeah, now it's at +5 food per turn, so that's good. We can grow on to some of these other tiles. But yeah, we want the city to regrow just up to a higher size. It's got the granary. I want to keep it at +5. We can grow on these plains tiles for the time being. Also, let's get a little bit more research. I really want to work this tile, but I need the city to grow. I actually want it to be at +6 food per turn more. Even though it hurts not working a tile. Well, this tile's so good, I think I will. I think I'll work this tile. The iron tile, I don't really need the production as badly just yet. All right, you can stop starving. We definitely have enough food to keep you from starving. Don't need to work those workshop tiles. It's +3 food per turn. Can we get this a little bit higher? It still feels low. But I hate not working that tile. Even though this is low, these tiles are too good. I have to work these tiles. Have to work these. Just too good. All right, you're still in revolt for 5 more turns. Hill Fort. I mean, like, do I want to work this tile? We can very slowly. We can grow another size technically. If we do this, but is like that really worthwhile to? Is that even really worthwhile to do? Isn't it better just to cap this at size 4 for the time being, and then just wait until we have biology to grow it further? I think that's better. Yeah, we'd love to buy clams from him, but he's not willing to trade. Like the AIs have all been like completely unwilling to trade stuff. Like he won't trade. None of them will. Okay. Why explore the ocean when the AI can do it for you? Anyway. So what were we? We were over here. Take that tile back here. Yeah, I think I have to do that. All right, Port Elizabeth, Hill Fort. Hill Fort's never going to be much of a city. The Lizard, on the other hand, will be a great city. Oh, that pig tile is out of reach, though, isn't it? Oh, that's because Port Elizabeth can work it. Never mind. Sadly, this city cannot work the fish or the corn tiles, so that's a bit unfortunate. We kind of need to take these other cities around it. Also, this sheep tile is completely orphaned. We need to put a city on this tile here. That's where we can put a replacement city. All right. Yeah. So now we don't need city units for military police anymore. So we can just run the units forward up here. I'm gonna run this chariot up to Riposte, because Riposte does not need a real defender. It just needs one unit to stand in there. If I'm ever getting attacked at Riposte, the game is over at this point. All right, so you are going to come forward. You can go to Hillfort, just so there's a unit in Hillfort, like a real unit. Okay, we need a little bit more work down here in the south, so let's just group this. Group all the workers that have movement. It's going to take a turn to run down there. But there's a little bit more to be done down here. Okay. All right, so we're going to knock out Compass this turn, which is good. And... oh, Toku has no gold left. That's good. All the AIs have 0 gold. Well, we're going to follow them. What do our demos look like, just out of curiosity? Okay, we're still not #1 in GMP well, we're only running 40% on the slider. I'll check again. I'll dial that up and check again next term. But we're all the way up to 2nd in food. That's a good sign. We're 1st in manufacturing, but that's because we're in a golden age, so that doesn't really count. All right, and then we can do optics. We can 1-turn optics as well. All right, now this city doesn't really have any... oh, I guess we can do the harbor, right? Would that be enough to get us up to three commerce trade routes, out of curiosity? Yes, it would actually. Plus it gives us health, so that actually is worth building. Same thing here. Actually is worthwhile to build. And it's that or the jail, which is not doing anything currently. That actually is worthwhile. All right, granary in Riposte. Okay, so it's going to start slowly growing. We'll get the basic infrastructure that we're missing here. Library is good for right now. All right, anyway, you come hang out with the other calves and knights and whatnot up here. Well, it looks like Judaism is... someone out there is still spreading Judaism. There's the cav in there. Someone out there is still spreading Judaism. All right, you guys can also come down here. I feel so embarrassed that all the other AIs have like the modern era workers. Oh, I should probably have more than a warrior in Delphi, just in case the AI would ever actually want to come attack me. I probably should put at least one whatchamacallit, at least one red coat down there. Like, don't worry, we're good friends. We'll never get attacked. Castles are still available even though walls are not. Okay, we can actually dial down spending even more on optics here. All right, so we're continuing to check off. We're continuing to 1-turn techs here. But I actually think maybe we should go 100. Actually, we should probably go 100% because we're going to need more than that on astronomy. So we might as well get more overflow. All right, we're still not #1 even when we're 100% in a golden age. That's a little concerning, but is what it is. As I said, we're starting to check off some of these techs that we're behind. We don't ever... I don't think we ever need monotheism. We don't need it to launch the spaceship. Economics is another tech that I think we have to research that at some point. I believe we're required at some point, but for the time being, we can skip that too. I think it's because we need corporation, and then you need corporation for some of this. Yeah, you need corporation for assembly line, so we will have to get that eventually. I wonder if I should have gone... oh, you know what I should have done? I probably should have gone pacifism during this golden age to help generate more great people points. I should probably be trying to generate extra great people for another golden age. But, I'm content with what we've got. All right, so Plains Cow is now back to happiness status. That's good. And I think we just go back to training more calves here because we're going to need them down the road. It can just about one turn a calf in the Golden Age. We have the... So we have the... Oh, you know what we should do? We should do the aqueduct. Never mind, because that'll let us grow onto another tile here. We should do the cheap aqueduct for health. Does the grocer give us the equivalent amount of health? Because that also gives us a small amount of gold. Let's see. So banana, we don't have. Spice, sugar... We don't have spices or sugar. Okay, never mind. So it is the aqueduct. Aqueduct it is. Anyway. Oh, I guess that was that. Would be definitely be nice if we could get some kind of health resource from somebody else. All right. You guys can work on that. Kind of quiet turns overall. Do we have wines? We do. We do have wines. But isn't it the... where's the grocer? So we have wines, but that's it. That's the only one we have. We don't have spices, sugar, or banana. Lots of wines. Again, I'd be happy to trade them with the AIs, but they don't seem... Oh, here we go. He actually is interested in clams. Wants marble and deer. Okay. We do need more health. Okay, I'm okay with that for the time being. As soon as we have gold in our borders, we can cancel that deal that's going to Saladin. So just as when Port Elizabeth comes out of resistance, we'll be good there. But yeah, we're looking, I mean, we look a lot better now. Oh yeah, look at that. Score. Well, production, yep. Food, yeah. Toku is pretty much a shell. We're just hoping we can come back before he gets rifling tech, but he doesn't seem to be going for it. Okay, Brennus does not have astronomy tech, so that's good. That's a good sign. And astronomy is a very expensive tech because it doesn't have any prerequisites. Like, it's much more expensive than scientific method for all intents and purposes. We could also try to do chemistry after this so we get the double prereq bonus. I am still pushing, I think, towards biology. I think this tech does the most for me because I have so many plains farms. It'll just be huge. I think that's the tech I want to go for next. And then after that, it's probably assembly line, as usual. All right, we got that. I don't think this... So this city has enough health and happiness now. The city will get a lot better if we have biology. A lot better. So I've tried to get maps from Portugal for a while. He just doesn't want to give them to me. I think this city is just back to building more calves, honestly. Like, I don't really need any of this other stuff. The city has such little commerce potential. Doesn't need a university. Oh, we could probably do the theater in case we get... Well, but the city's small, so it's not going to be that affected by war weariness. Or at least not as much affected by war weariness. All right, you're still doing basic infrastructure. You are going to need happiness, so we'll do the market next. By the way, using this golden age to build some infrastructure is really quite nice because I have so many plains farms. Them going from 2-1 yield to 2-2 yield is just gigantic. Really helps me build infrastructure faster. Okay. So still kind of quiet, but we're getting more infrastructure built. Port Elizabeth is almost ready to come out of resistance. Toku is still not researching replaceable parts. Saladin still doesn't have it either. J-Man is actually probably the furthest ahead in tech. But the good news there is his core is right next to mine, so he's also the easiest to interfere with. Like, if Brennus was the furthest ahead in tech, that would be pretty bad because he's so far away. But I'm not as concerned about him. Yeah, we should do chemistry because we get the every AI knows the tech, and then it'll actually make scientific method cheaper because we'll get the double arrows pointing to it. Every arrow that points to a tech makes it 20% cheaper. I think most people know this that are probably watching this, but little tip. So if we get both of the prereqs for scientific method, it's we get a 40. It's not technically 40% cheaper. It's the beakers you produce get multiplied by 1.4. This is also why writing is always a cheap tech, because if you have all 3 of the arrows pointing to writing, you get 1.6 times your beakers into it. Anyway. So, unfortunately, this does obsolete our Colossus, but it enables ocean trade, and we can 1-turn chemistry, so why don't we do that? And I don't think that that hurt us that badly. Okay, and we can now also build observatories, so we're going to be on an observatory spree in all of our cities that are science cities. All right, you, I'm happy to just put you on alt calves for right now. You can just 1-turn them. All right, so the harbor is nice, but obviously we want the observatory next. And it looks like we can get a decent number of observatories done before the golden age runs out. So that's good. Yeah, losing the Colossus is sad, but it was already kind of past its prime anyway. All right, library is good next. We'll want to get a courthouse here at some point. Library is good. We still get the cheap universities, so let's knock that out. Now, this is not a great commerce city, but there are a couple cottages here. And post-biology, I might convert some of these into cottages. Like, I don't know that... I could make this a production city, but since it already has 2 mature cottages, once these become 3 food tiles, these could become plains cottages. And, yeah, and I mean, that would be handy. Okay. Let's get you over here, because Port Elizabeth's going to come out of resistance. Oh, we got... No, oh, okay. We actually now have double grade engineers, so maybe I may have made a mistake in not using that engineer earlier, because now I've got another great engineer, and I want 3 different great people to be able to launch the next golden age. I mean, great engineers are useful, but I don't really want to use them on a light bulb. They're not very good for light bulbs. I mean, they're not. There's always the early game machinery light bulb, but like we're way past that now. Anyway, yeah, let's have you guys head up here, because I might need you up there. Because I have a city coming out of resistance now. Just got to find a nice wonder to build. Yeah, we're kind of at the point in time where wonders are not as critical, though. All right. Okay. So you have the jail. You can go immediately onto observatory. This is another city where I wish I could grow it a little bit more. Loot Fiesta is coming along nicely. Yep. Just going to grow onto the hill tiles. Works for me. How much production do we have right now? This is fine. The engineer would get us... Oh, I was going to be like, why? Wow, it seems like seems like Loot Fiesta is building things more slowly. It's because we're no longer in bureaucracy. We did ditch the bureaucracy. Also, the observatory is much better than the jail in these cities, although I will let the courthouse finish here, and then we'll do the observatory. These cities are going to be very slow to build stuff because I don't have slavery civic anymore to help them along, but that's okay. They can just sit there and kind of soak up extra stuff. Could you rush West? I could rush West Point with an engineer. That's not a bad idea. I like that. I like that idea a lot. Yeah, because it would take a long time to build. The problem with there's always this problem with West Point, which is that you want to put West Point in your city that has the heroic epic, but you don't want to pull your heroic epic city away from building units for 15 turns because it's such an expensive wonder. But yeah, let's do that. I love that idea because it seems very unlikely I'm going to get enough engineers to trigger the 3-person golden age and the 4-person golden age. So this is great. Let's do that. I love it. Thank you, Muaddict. This means that units will come out, the calves will come out with, I'm not exactly sure how much, but a lot. Could I swap into pacifism? I could do that. But I do have a lot of military units. It might be a little expensive. I'd also have to... The other problem is this is such a low food map. It's hard to be in a situation where I can just run like 8 specialists for like great people points. I'd probably also have to go into caste, and I can't really go into caste. I think it's better just to stick with free religion, honestly. I think it's probably better. Oh wait, I am still on bureaucracy. I wonder if free speech is better at this point. I'm not sure how many towns I have. I don't have one of those mods that just tells you how many towns you've built up. All right, scientific method next. So back to calves. Back to the alt calves. actually one turn something here because we have enough. We actually have enough overflow that it's going to be wasted. So why don't I one turn something like a courthouse, just so we're not wasting that overflow. All right. We'll dial down science for one turn and then go back. Do we have bar graphs on J-Man yet? Nope, still not. Getting a little closer, but we still don't have them with him. I'd like to at least be able to track what he's doing. All right, in terms of... So everybody has scientific method, as we suspected, but we are starting to get a little bit closer because this golden age is definitely helping us close the gap on research with some of these AIs. Because like we were behind quite a few techs. After this, we'll be able to see... I mean, we can see what they're researching. So no one has biology yet. That's definitely an expensive tech. But we're not that... I mean, we're not that far off. It's scientific method. As far as... the other... Okay, so here's the other thing is, can we get into state property by the end of our golden age? We should be trying to do that. Like, if we could try to revolt into state property on the last turn of the golden age. So we should be trying to push for that. Scientific method and then communism. Someone already has communism, I'm pretty sure. You can research it. J-Man already has it. We'd be able to see it on his screen. And Saladin looks like he has it as well. Right? Oh, no. It's only J-Man has it. But yeah, we should try to get into state property. Because mercantilism is okay, but I don't think it's that great. The +1 food on oh, wait, no, that's workshop watermill. I could revolt in the national, but I don't think that I really need more military at this point. I actually am pretty content with the military I have. I did think about going into nationhood and drafting, but I'm actually pretty content with what I've got. The question would just be, do we want to go from bureaucracy into free speech at the end of the golden age? And I don't know if that's worth it or not. I have some workshops, but not a lot. I still think that's better than it's better than mercantilism though, probably. Although we are running representation, so, but but then we're also philosophical, so we do get double great person value from those great people. Oh, tricky. Anyway, good news is we do have the gold tile in our territory, so we can go ahead and cancel that gold deal that we've been running forever. That was with Saladin, right? Let's see if we can trade him something else for those resources. $15 gold per turn? I'm down. This is just the same resource we were giving him before. And then this will keep our trade relations have been strong and you've supplied us with resources. I'm down for that. How many towns do we have? That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure. These are towns, right? Okay. Actually, we do have a fair number of towns, don't we? This is about to become a town. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like I have a decent number. Actually, it probably is better to be in free speech than bureaucracy. The 100% culture doesn't hurt either. Yeah, the +100% doesn't hurt either. I mean, we can go ahead and do this, right? We can go ahead. Let's just look. Let's set it to 100% science and see. So we're at 1292. I'll just save this real quickly so I can undo it. I do wish that it would show you the effects of the Civic swaps before you do them. So 1292 versus. I definitely don't want uni suffrage. All right, I definitely want representation. And I don't think I want pacifism. I think I want to stay in what I've got here. I think free religion's actually really good here. Plus, I'd have to declare a state religion if I went into one of these. I actually don't want to declare a state religion because I'm kind of on good terms with all these people by not having a state religion. Anyway, we're at sorry, I got away from the point. 1292 versus. Okay, it's still not worth it. It's actually lower. It's actually less science. So it's not worth it yet. It's not worth it yet. I think on the last turn of the golden age though, we'll probably flip into it because it will be better going forward, but it's not better yet. Well, uni suffrage, no. The problem with universal suffrage is even though it would give us +1 production on a town, and then we get the Golden Age gives us another production on the town, that's really good. The problem is we really want those extra beakers on the specialists. Yeah, I think we do. I think we do the transition on the last turn of the Golden Age, just because it will be better. Like as time goes on, we'll get more and more towns, and it will be better over time. But it's clearly not better just yet. It's clearly not better just yet. So, all right, over here. So we're gonna have to. This is gonna have to be converted. We're gonna have to change all these mines into windmills because otherwise the city's not gonna have enough food. Now we can go ahead and let's see. I do want the forge. But we'll go ahead and abuse the culture bug for the forge this turn. And yeah, the city's pretty unhappy. A lot of we learned to join the motherland unhappiness. It's going to starve a little bit. There's no way to avoid that. But until it comes out of... I think we need 5 of these guys to build the windmills. We'll go ahead and start building windmills, yeah. Which are honestly better in a golden age anyway. And we'll have to build them on those hills, and probably this hill too, because we need extra food in this city. It's going to be a little low on food, I think, because I'm gonna have to give this tile here to the lizard to keep the lizard from starving. And let's get you up here as well. Okay. Switch some tiles. Oh yeah, well. Oh yeah, we can switch. You're right. We can switch tiles over here. It still stars regardless, but we can get a little bit better result. We can do this, for example, because yeah, Yoink doesn't really need these tiles here. Yoink can ignore them. Although Yoink is 1 turn away from building that library, we should probably finish the library if we can. Boom. Works for me. Although work this tile so you have more food. Okay. Alright, there we go. So Port Elizabeth also needs a lighthouse so that it can get 3 food tiles on its lake tiles. Alright, Plains Cow. Used up most of its overflow. Now back to the calves. The calf train. So in the Golden Age, it is... We can do this. 47 base production, so that's 47 times 1.25 is 58 plus 47. It's 105 production per turn for units, so it can almost 1 turn a cav. It can't quite do it, but it comes close. All right, another calf here. I'm gonna have you build 1 red coat for yourself, and then you can go back to building calves, because I would like at least 1 red coat down here. All right, you built the library. Let's see. You're good on health and happiness for the moment. Let's have you do the university, which is also very cheap because we're creative. Or philosophical, excuse me. All right, let's see if we can get Port Fiesta down to food neutral so it's not starving this turn. You can grab all these tiles so you can work stuff like this. And this. Oh, we are still not close, are we? You are really unhappy, aren't you? Okay. You really have that motherland unhappiness, don't you? Well, not much we can do about that. Not much we can do about that. I guess if you're going to starve regardless, we will work the high hammer configuration if I can't stop you from starving. Much as I would prefer to keep you alive. The forge will get us some additional happiness. Maybe I should have done the market first, but the market's really expensive. This is where slavery civic would be great, but yeah, there's just nothing I can do to stop this city from starving. Needs a lighthouse. Yeah, the lighthouse would be good too. Do I do the forge first or the light? The forge first and forge into lighthouse, because forge is happiness and more production. Too bad I don't have any forest to chop there. No, you can't run the slider on a per city basis, and I'm not going to turn it on just for the one city. I mean, I'm not surprised. This should stabilize around like 13 or 14 pop, I think. I think we can stabilize it around maybe size 13. It's just unfortunate it's going to lose. It would be a good time to use slavery civic, but that's not an option. Yeah, I wish I had a little bit more happiness, but I don't. Anyway. Okay. And then up, we can do this tile here. As I said, windmills get better yields in the Golden Age than the... oh yeah, another wait, state property doesn't give extra food to windmills, right? It's only workshop and watermill. Yeah, it'd be nice if it gave it to windmills, but it doesn't. All right, let's get you up here with the other calves. Okay. This is going to be a really good city once we get it out of resistance and everything. Just going to take a little bit to get there. And the lizard's about to come out of resistance, so it's also going to be starving. It's going to be even worse because Port Elizabeth is starving with a 6 food tile and a 5 food tile. It's going to be even worse up there because a lot of its tiles are being denied, including 2 of its resources. So, and unfortunately, even if we can capture Nagoya, Cherokee actually will have control of this tile here. Like I said, not much we can do about that. All right. Let me just check to see if anyone has a resource they'd be willing to sell me again. Nope. All have been very hesitant to sell me resources. Obviously, Toku's not going to. Still have... So we can also track how much war weariness we have with Toku, right? You can see it here on this screen. We have 582 war weariness still. How about these guys who fought a war? We're at 134 and 30, so they have like none. The AI gets massive cheats on war weariness in this game, because if they had to play with the same war weariness that the player does, it would be pretty ugly. All right, so we were what 582? All right, we'll do the observatory now. We might have to run like heavy wealth builds in order to try to get to state property before the Golden Age ends. But we're certainly going to try. All right, so we went down. I mean, we're only dropping a minuscule amount each turn. But at least it is going down a little bit. I mean, he still doesn't have rifling tech. So, like, as long as we can... Like, he still doesn't have raceable parts, and his economy has to be shot now. Alrighty, so we've almost... Everybody has scientific method, but we've almost gotten that. And... Yeah, I mean, we don't... Military science, we're never going to research. That's an optional tech, and we just don't have the spare beakers to go spend that. So that no grenadiers for us, but it's a dead-end tech that doesn't lead to anything. Yeah, fortunately, I did cancel that deal with Saladin. I appreciate the reminders, but I did remember to do that. And yeah, I think it's communism next. I mean, the Kremlin would be nice, but I think that's already been built, actually. No, it's still out there, but I don't know that we can afford to go for it. We still are not catching up to J-Man. We still can't even see his demographics. It's wild how much they're spending on espionage. Absolutely insane. Like, we're gaining 50 espionage points per turn, and, like, they're just increasing every turn how much we need to see. At least we can still see Toku's, because Toku is, he's shot in terms of what he can do. I mean, this city's very poorly defended. This is just if we could get down here. I'd love it if we could swing this tile, but that seems very unlikely. All right, the lizard is out of resistance. The lizard also has a ton of unhappiness here. This city's situation is even worse in a lot of ways. Can at least give it some of these tiles here. All right, now it actually does have the forge already, so that's good. Probably needs the lighthouse next so that it can get 3 food on these lake tiles. And then we'll just have to see. But yeah, this city's going to be pretty unhappy too. This one's also going to starve down. This one's probably going to starve down worse. But there's not much we can do about it, as I said. And yeah, I mean, we can again exploit the build culture bug. Because we're dirty, cheating scoundrels. In a single-player game, though, it doesn't matter. We're only cheating the AI, if that makes sense. All right. So this city, yeah, we yearn to join the motherland. Unhappiness is pretty rough. But hopefully the forge provides what, +1 happiness, and then we can hopefully work some of these 3 food tiles. We just need to get all those unhappy faces out of here. And a little bit more happiness in here. All right. So we'll continue our effort to windmill these tiles. And hope that it's not unusual, by the way, when you capture cities that they starve a good bit coming out of resistance. You might as well work this tile. That's a much better tile. How close? Oh, we're actually really close to finishing this faster. I mean, if we're going to starve regardless, there's actually no point in working this tile because we're going to starve either way. So there's no point in working a high food tile. We will get the forge done in 2 turns this way. Anyway, up here, yeah, the lizard is definitely going to need windmills on these tiles as well, so we'll do that. 13 XP, thank you. So we get the 3rd promotion. If we get 2 more great generals, we can get the 5th promotion. Because that would get us, we would need 2 more for 17. But 3 promo calves coming out almost every turn. I think I will be able to do like 1.5 turn calves after we get out of the Golden Age, I think. All right, on we go. Now we're finally in the Industrial Era.
I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense, reason...
All right, communism 2 turns. So we can get to communism before the end of the Golden Age. This is really good. So we'll be able to get into state property, and then we'll do... Also, you need to not be working a spy. Let's see. I think you should do the jail, and then I'll probably have you do some missionaries to spread Judaism to the cities that don't have them yet. Give us just that little bit of extra money. All right. You can do the university. Because you do have some commerce potential. As I said, if I can get to biology, so biology is a more important tech than communism, but I have to do communism first because I want to revolt into the Civic swap before the Golden Age ends. I've got 3 turns to get there so I can swap on the final turn of the Golden Age. So that's why I have to do communism first, even though communism is also a dead-end tech that doesn't lead anywhere else. All right, you finished that, so now you can work the engineer, which I think is better here for you. You're a very small city. And you don't really have any commerce potential, so I think I'll use you as a military pump. Often do this with cities that are like very low and small in size. There's no commerce potential, so we'll do the barracks, and you can just train some military units for us. I don't think this is a good map for corporations. There's just not a lot of resources on it. Like, you might say, well, Sid Sushi, right? Well, how many fish resources do I have? 3, and I'm trading for 1 clam. Like, that's not going to do anything. Mining ink. What would I do with mining ink? I have, what, 1 copper, 2 irons, 1 gold? Like, this is not like, the corporations are just weak on this map. Small map with low resources means the corporations just don't feel very good here. So it's a really good question, and it is something we should be thinking about. But I think that this is I think it's a state property map. I really do. All right, Brennis just adopted state property anyway. I appreciate that. That's +1 happiness. Like, that's +1 happiness. Oh, I guess we have to work the spy because it's better than anything else we have. I was like, I appreciate that. All right, so as I said, we have 3 turns to get to communism. Looks like we can do that pretty easily. If we do 1 turn of 0%, can we do 2 turns of 100%? Yes. Yes. So we'll do 1 turn of 0 and then 2 turns of 100, and that gets us there. Without having to do like crazy wealth builds or anything like that. Look, it's 1 turn where Plains Cow does not have enough overflow to do a 1 turn cav. a lot of annoyed people in the lizard. All right, Port Elizabeth is getting closer to being food neutral, but for the time being, there's still no point in doing anything that other than working a high hammer config. I think next turn we'll see if we can stabilize it with the forge in place, because like if we worked high food tiles, we're still not really that close, are we? We're still not really that close, so we'll work that. And we do need the lighthouse for sure. Or sorry, I wasn't working that tile. So if we worked all high food configurations, yeah, we're pretty close. I think we can stabilize it on food next turn, or come very close to it. But there's no point in working this tile if we're just starving anyway. This poor city. The lizard is even worse. Lizard is really bad. I guess we'll work this tile because over a spy. Or is the spy better? 4B. Actually, the spy is better here, as dumb as that sounds. And that means we'll want to give this lake tile back to Port Elizabeth. Okay. Yeah, I don't love these cities starving, but there's not much I can do about it. All right, good. Oh, and Loot Fiesta even finishes the observatory the turn that we turn science back on, so that's good. All right, 2 turns to finish that. That sounds good. Loot Fiesta is slowly growing back. It's back to working these tiles. Loot Fiesta is going to create a great person sooner or later. I don't know that I need military. I guess we can do the harbor for a little bit of extra health. It is pretty cheap. It's that or the courthouse, but the courthouse feels like a poor build here. I might as well knock this out right now. I think it takes my trade routes up to 3 yield here, does it? 1.56. I guess it's not quite enough. Not quite enough there. All right, you need to do the observatory. You're still knocking out your infrastructure. Definitely need the courthouse here. Yoink might not be a bad place to do the Forbidden Palace either. But we need the courthouse first. Like this might not be a bad spot. Either that or one city over. Just although I guess there's no point if we're going to go communism, right? I guess there's no point because we lose the distance from palace maintenance. So I guess there's no point. Yeah, Port Elizabeth, I said it definitely wants the lighthouse. I just wanted to do the forge first. All right. So the forge, I think, gets us back to food. We can get back to food neutral here. I think. We're really close. Oh, we're like 1 food short, aren't we? Oh, we're like 1 food short. Is there any, okay. Is there a tile I can swap to get this? Is there any food tile I can swap to avoid starving this point of population? I can't fire the scientist. It's a mercantilism scientist. Otherwise, yeah. Oh man, I don't think there's any tile I can swap to though. I mean, I could technically windmill this. No, that still wouldn't. No, I need to get a tile to 2 food, and I don't think there's any way to do it. Unfortunately, I guess we lose 1 more size here. That's too bad. That's too bad. But I mean, I'd love to trade. I've been looking for happiness to trade. Oh, Brennus has a die available. Oh, he has a die available. Oh wait, do we already have dies? Hey, we didn't have dies. There we go. Let's go. Thank you, Brennus. All right, that means we can stabilize this city until we finish the lighthouse at least. So we can't work this tile yet. Hopefully that motherland unhappiness will go down over time too. It goes down as you get more culture in the city. So like I can't work this tower, we starve. That's unfortunate, but we'll get the lighthouse pretty quickly. Okay. Okay. Can't afford to windmill the gold. No, cannot afford to windmill the gold. Can't afford to work any of these other tiles. All right, so this city, unfortunately, is still in rather bad shape. And we won't be able to give more tiles over to it for a little bit either. So, like, I want to give this corn tile to the lizard, but Port Elizabeth needs it. And I think Port Elizabeth is the better city. Certainly it is until we can take more territory away from Toku. So the lizard is probably going to drop down to like size 8 or so, which really sucks, but I don't see a way to avoid it. If I could have taken Nagoya, it would have been a different story. Because if I could have taken Nagoya, I also could have settled a city up here for these. But 1, 2, 3, yeah. We can actually put a city. Let's see. I guess it would have to be on this tile here, because a city here can actually work both silvers and the sheep. And like post biology, that's a 4 food tile. So we actually can do some good stuff with that. Anyway, that's the plan for down the road, though. How's our war weariness looking with, what's his name? It's barely going down at all. Still 550, but I think we'll be in a better position to deal with him. Work the hill tiles. And, well, so I'd like to, but the problem is I can't. I literally have to work this tile configuration or the city starves, so I really can't do that. Is the lizards free great people? Well, it's already working as many tiles as it can. So I have to work the citizen tile. So yeah, unfortunately, Port Elizabeth, I can't work the hill tiles, even though I'd like to, because you can see the lighthouse is 3 turns instead of 2 turns. But I don't want the city to starve. The 1 food water for the 1 food. Ah, yes, thank you. That's a good call. Thank you for that. Yes, good call. Thanks for spotting that. I didn't realize I was working the water tile there. Okay. Yeah, that's a definite improvement there, no question. All right. I think I've kind of done all I need to do with my workers for the moment. There's not really a lot I can do. It's a bit of it's so weird that this mountain range looks like this. And just completely blocks off the territory up there. All right, anyone else might have a resource they might want to share? J-Man still doesn't want to trade with us. See, he won't trade his world map even though we've been... Oh, wait. Oh, that's a new development. Oh. Okay, that's concerning. He dropped down to cautious. Oh, because we swapped out of his favorite Civic. That's concerning. That means I need to put a few more units down here in Delphi. Now, I don't think he's plotting war, but now we at least have to keep an eye out for him. All right, he's not plotting war, but like we got to keep an eye out for that. How about you? All right, he's not plotting war, unsurprising. And Saladin is currently pleased. He doesn't declare war at pleased, right? So he can't plot war with us. That mountain range does look very artificial, I agree. Anyway, all right, I think that's kind of everything the workers can do for the moment, because I've already windmilled all these tiles up here. Now, as soon as I get to biology, they're going to have a ton of work to do, because I will not need nearly as many farms as I have right now. Give him something. Well, I think I've already been supplying him with resources for a while. We appreciate the years you've supplied us with resources, yeah. I believe we've been sending him something for... Yeah, we've been sending him deer for ages, so we already have that modifier. Isn't there a crazy mountain range between Brennus and Saladin? Yes, there is. Look at this mountain range. They have one... there's one tile they can move through. Hold on, we can do the bear map here for a second. They can move through here. That's it. Every other tile is blocked off. I am in free religion. I really want to stay in free religion. It's actually, I have multiple religions in a lot of my cities, so it's actually giving me quite a bit of happiness right now. Like, a lot of my cities have more than one religion. So, and like the Lizard has 2 religions, Port Elizabeth has 2 religions. I've never seen a map generated like this. Yeah, what is this map again? I picked an unusual one. It's a tectonics map. So it's designed to try and create mountain ranges that look realistic. That's the idea, anyway. How realistic they are is maybe another question, but that's the idea, anyway. Definitely don't leave free religion. Yeah, no, it's worth thinking about for sure. All right, so I'm going to delete this warrior, I think. And I mean, do I really have... Is there anything else to build here other than units? Because I don't think there is. Like, this city produces 5 base commerce. 5 base commerce. Like, what is the point of building a university or an observatory? Or, like, if I needed health or grocer... There's no point. This is just a production city. So if we go state property and these all become 3 food tiles, we'll finally be able to work some of the lumber mills, and we'll probably workshop some of the other tiles. We do not have sugar, unfortunately. Yeah, just don't have any. All right, so similar thing here. Let's do the courthouse, because I don't want to pay 10 maintenance if I don't have to. And then, yeah. All right, the lighthouse. So that's good. That helps us out for sure. All right, so now we're not starving quite as badly here. Now the next thing we need is more happiness. We do have dyes. This actually gets us happiness. The market is what we really need, though. Market, we have fur. Let's see, we have fur, yes. Ivory, yes. Silk, yes. This is 3 happiness, so I think we have to do this. Now, this is where hereditary rule would actually keep that city happy. All right. You are... The lighthouse will allow us to swap some of these tiles up to the northern city, and then you also will need a marketplace. So I might as well just queue that up now. With a marketplace, this city will actually not be starving. So we stabilize this at 14. I think we can stabilize this around 9 or 10, hopefully. Guess we'll find out. Something like that is the hope anyway. Anyway, so we definitely will be able to finish communism this turn. Let's look back at the tech situation. All right, so 2 people have communism. Everybody has economics monotheism up on us, but After that, there are actually not that many techs up on us. It's mostly J-Man. I'm concerned about him. He's up a few techs, but we're gonna go biology, and then once we get biology, we'll look to go assembly line next after that. So we'll be able to go straight on to steam power, which will be nice. We can get levees in our handful of cities, faster workers, coal, reveal where the coal is, and then we will have to grab economics corporation, which is an annoying detour. But yeah, we're gonna grab communism, biology, and then we'll head for assembly line and go from there. Don't forget to swap into free speech. Yes, thank you. So the workers can just chill for the time being. You, I'll try to save the 1 gold by deleting you. It's actually saved 2 gold. Yeah, it's a close competitive game, so that's good. What about steel? Well, I mean, we'll have to go through steel eventually, but I don't need steel for, I won't need steel for Tokugawa, because he's still on medieval units. He still doesn't even have replaceable parts yet, so I won't need steel for him. The problem is it just, like, the distances are too large. It'll take too long to walk siege units up to the city, so it's just going to be a cav rush, and I don't need steel for that. Like, this is just, we march straight down the peninsula as fast as we can. We can see what's in this city. There's 2 muskets in here, a samurai and a longbow. So really, the biggest thing is just I want enough units. Well, boy, that weariness is still slowly decreasing at the slowest pace imaginable. I really just want enough calves that I can blitz through him pretty quickly, so I don't have to waste a lot of time. All right, so this has been a super productive golden age. Really, really well timed, I think. All right, so back to now to biology. Unfortunately, the golden age is going to run out, so it'll take longer than 3 turns, but still really good stuff. All right. This is the capital. I mean, I guess we'll just do the intelligence agency, I guess. We definitely don't need the courthouse. That's a waste of time. The dyes, we might need them for happiness for military stuff. It is actually, we probably do need to get this. Hey, Link Mario Samus. It's pretty cheap to do too. All right, well, we got that done. Yeah, as I said, the theaters are good because they'll let us they help us if we have to run the culture slider again, which we almost certainly will. All right, you're pretty set here. Yeah, I just don't see the need to go this heavy into espionage. I think I can do better stuff with my production. So why don't you build me some missionaries, and we'll convert the remaining cities that haven't been converted yet. Okay, so you've also now got all your basic infrastructure done too. This is a city where I'd like to build some. Maybe I should start building the cottages now, because I'll have enough food to work these tiles. I could even, and I mean, I'm in Emancipation. Yeah, we can turn this into a cottage. Okay, so what else are we gonna need? We probably want to get the jail, given how bad war weariness has been. You have that much learned to join the motherland too? Jeez, we need to wipe out Japan so we can get rid of this join the motherland unhappiness. We are only the city is only 1% English, so yeah, okay. We are not at war with Japan. We had to stop because war weariness was really bad. Like, really bad. All right, Port Elizabeth finished that. So now it actually has a bit of a food surplus. Okay, so we're going to take these. We're going to transfer some of these tiles over to the lizard. This is the biggie. Oh, and it's actually food stable right now. Okay, excellent, excellent. So you do this, and then we'll give that lake tile back over here. Okay. And, oh, we're still a little bit short, aren't we? Dang. Okay. We're like 1 pop short of being able to do this, aren't we? All right. So I guess I still can't quite manage that yet. No, that's still not quite it. Okay. Close, close. Almost there. So we're still not, yeah, it still is going to start down a little bit further, but we're close. We're close. All right, so this is the last turn of the Golden Age, so we're going to swap to police state now. We're going to stay with representation. We're going to do free speech, state property. All right. Oh, that's nice. I forgot how big of the benefit was going to be from losing all our distance maintenance. Our costs went down by a lot, like a lot. It's the no maintenance cost from distance to palace is a that really helped us a lot. Okay. My worker stack. I said we were gonna go and we were gonna build an improvement. Of course, all my workshops now just got juiced up, but I still think this city, I'd like to build cottages here because I already have the 2 cottages here, and I don't think it's too late in the game for that. So there we go. We'll start working this now. Again, we're in emancipation, so it only takes 5 turns to become a hamlet. Okay. Yeah, state property does have trade routes. It's true, and we have open borders with Portugal, so we do get the trade routes as well. Okay, actually, the harbor trade route yield is not shabby at all. Yeah, we actually picked up a fair bit of commerce. Oh, Moai in a golden age. I almost forgot to do the Moai in a golden age. Last turn of Moai in a golden age, unfortunately, but all right. Yeah, I think I like our position. I think I'm liking the position we're in. Communism was definitely a good pickup for us. And now I mean, if I can trigger another late game golden age, that would be great. I have an engineer. I would need to get 2 more non-engineer great people. But I'm pretty happy with the civics I've got. I can run these for the rest of the game. Representation, free speech, emancipation state. Like, these are all late game civics. I can run all these for the rest of the game. In fact, I probably will. I can't really think of anything else I'd have to change. So that was a really well-timed golden age. The mausoleum was huge. Getting the 12 turns instead of 8 just made a huge difference. Let me just actually look at the demos here for a second. Okay. So we're still not first in GMP, but other than that, we're looking pretty solid. We're actually not that far off in military count either. And we are tops in land area. I would still really like to be able to see J-Man's graphs. I think I'm finally going to get them next turn. Finally. The AI just runs so much espionage. I need to be aware of him because he's the other neighbor that directly borders me. And then we'll have to go for Saladin after that. Anyway, he's not plotting war. Just have to keep an eye on that. How many calves am I up to? If I can get up to like 30 calves, that's probably the time to go back to war. We have 16 calves. Let's get up to like 25 or so, and then we'll go from there. We just need to race down here. It's just going to take a little time to get... These cities are really spaced out, unfortunately. Like, this city's way down here. But we have... I think we take these first, and then we head up here. Just going to take a while. Almost wish I have railroads so I can move down there faster. Who's researching best? It's a little hard to tell, but I think it's Portugal, which is good because he's also got the core we can hit. Yeah, he's doing the best because he's the closest to assembly line, which is the biggest tech. You can also see he just has more techs researched over here. But he's not... I mean, he's ahead, but he's not super far ahead. He's like within striking distance. I think the play is take out the rest of Japan, and then Portugal we probably have to attack with tanks, and I think that'll be our play. English spy has been... Oh, they finally caught our spy. That's okay. Rest in peace, spy. That guy got us a ton of useful information. Okay. Yeah, you can just keep building Jewish missionaries for now. They give us a little bit of extra income. So we're no longer in the Golden Age, sadly. Not a big surprise, but... Alright, courthouse done. This city also has all the main infrastructure done as well. I think we'll try to do the jail while we're at it. So how long until we can finish biology when we're not in a golden age? Wow, we're break even at 80% now. Oh my god. We're break even at 80% research. Holy cow. That's pretty good. All right, 3 turns. We'll just do the 3 turns then. The yields look so much sadder now that we're not in a golden age. They look very sad. All right. Port Elizabeth is still not quite there yet. The market will help a lot in terms of getting extra happiness in here. Oh, I was trying... Let me see. Is there any way I can stabilize that city and keep it from starving? I don't know if there's quite enough there. Oh, man. All right. Weird cities don't have Judaism in it. I was trying to think about... All right. Plains Cal doesn't have Judaism in it. It's an easy first city to convert. Get a little bit of extra gold. I mean, we've got a lot on our plate already. Like, we need to finish the rest of Japan, and then we probably need to go after Portugal after that. I'm not sure that we then need to be plotting against Saladin. If we can take over most of Portugal's territory, that would probably be enough to seal the game. I don't think we'd have to attack Saladin either, but you never know. We'll see. All right. Judaism, yeah. And then our northern colonies as well. Also, we can also spread it to Portuguese cities too, but we might as well spread it to our own cities first. All right. I was trying to see if there's any way I can avoid this city starving. Like if we work this city, we're so close. I think it's just one more, but I think we need one more turn, unfortunately. I think I can stabilize it on size 10. Yeah, because see, that city then dropped into starvation as soon as that happened. There we go. The market, of course, will... Yeah, I think we can stabilize it at size 10. Yep, 3 food lakes are really nice. Yeah, easy to miss that, but that has always been a thing in Civ 4. It is really nice, though. All right, grocer. Can very slowly get to work on this observatory. I might as well just keep working on the Jewish missionaries for right now. Each one's worth a couple gold. Does Brexit have... No. Yeah, Brennus finished the Kremlin. A less useful wonder on this map, though, because there's just not enough food, really, to do a lot of, like... we can't... Even if we go 100%, we can't get there this turn. But there's, like, not enough food available to really do, like, a lot of population slaving on this map. So, somewhat quiet turns until we get biology in. That is a tech that most of the AIs do not have. Actually, none of them have it. That's why it's a little bit more expensive. Toku, I'm trying to keep an eye on this to see if he goes for rifling, because the instant he gets rifling, this gets a lot harder. All right, I think we can stabilize the lizard this turn. Fire this, work this tile. All right, so this gets this food neutral. Actually do this, and then that lake tile is going to go to Port Elizabeth. And then this here, there we go. And then that stabilizes both of them. All right, 14 and 10. I captured them both around like 16 or 17, so they definitely lost a fair bit of pop, but I'm content with being able to stabilize them here. I actually might declare war on Toku when their markets finish, because that's when they'll have enough happiness that they don't go back to instant starvation. Look at this war weariness. It's gone down like not even at all. It's still 500. That's ridiculous. It's just not going down at all. But we'll also have biology tech, so we can the grassland tiles will produce extra food to help keep them from starving further. And then it's just a matter of just got to run the calves from city to city. All right, back to there's nothing crucial to build here. I don't care about the spy stuff. Back to more cavalry. Always more cavalry. Oh yeah, we're no longer in mercantilism, and you I think also should probably do a cav. They're the units I most need. All right, and then biology will be done next turn. So we'll start working these. We'll be able to work these cottages starting next turn because we're gonna have a ton of food. A whole bunch of these cities are gonna need their tiles rearranged because we're gonna go from like these cities barely being able to feed themselves to suddenly having huge food surpluses. All right, there we go. All the way down to -1 now. Wonder if the developers... I just have always felt that the war weariness has been set too high. As a lot of you know, I worked on this game pre-release, and I was lobbying hard for the war weariness to be dialed down. Because, like, what is fun about... Like, I didn't really lose that many units in these wars. It's just the war weariness is just set so high at the default rate. I mean, I understand they want it to be, like, a challenge, but the AI just completely ignores all the rules. They just completely ignore it all. All right, just keeping an eye on the techs. Toku still does not have replaceable parts. He does have steel, so that's a bit concerning. He can build cannons, but Cavs do, of course, get bonuses against cannons, and hopefully we can just blitz through him too quickly. Do cannons have a resource requirement? I can't remember if they do. Do they require iron? Cannons. All right, they require iron, so he doesn't have iron, thankfully, so he can't build them. That's good news. He can't build them because he doesn't have iron. All right, this is a huge tech for us. All right, now we're going for assembly line. So we'll do steam power first. Get the levies in play. We don't have Hagia Sophia, and then we have to backtrack for economics corporation to get to assembly line. Okay. Yeah, look at this city. Now this city this city now has plus 13 food per turn. So we can drop off some of these tiles and work some of the lumber mills. We might as well let it grow another size though. Okay, well, we might as well let it grow another size, but yeah. Okay, this city just got way better. Like a lot better. But we need workers down here immediately. This city also probably doesn't need these, but you know, this might not be the worst city for... I wonder if this would be a city we could do National Epic. I have been putting off National Epic for a while. I am going to run a lot of specialists here. This is going to be 4 specialists minimum. I'll think about it. I'll do another Jewish missionary and think about it if there's another better spot. The correct place to build the National Epic was a city like 20 turns or 50 turns ago. I should have had it in play much earlier. But it's been a very low food map, so that has made it difficult. All right, up here, Cheers Toku does need religion as well. Alrighty, up here. So why is this city unhappy? Was this city unhappy before? Because I don't think it was that unhappy before. We do have a market in here, don't we? Yeah, this is just like really unhappy. Okay, well, we've got the jail. We'll do the theater. Okay, so this city now has lots of food surplus. So I will just have it grow onto these cottages. I'll have it continue working the tiles it has now, but I'll have it grow onto some of these. We could actually even grow a little bit faster. That drops it to 2 turns, right? Yeah. Of course, the happiness is going to be a problem because of the we yearn to join the motherland. That is a lot if we yearn to join the motherland on happiness. That is an awful lot. All right, we probably have enough cottages built there. Let's get down. Let's check out some of these other cities where we need more food. So Thermo also probably... Thermo can grow onto these lumber mills. There's actually another lumber mill I can build here. I never did a lumber mill on this tile, which we should do. And then Delphi is the one that is just nothing but farms. It really is going to need the help. All right, Port Elizabeth now also has some farms that can work. Okay, so now Port Elizabeth's okay. We can give one of these, we can swap here and we can give this tile back over to the lizard, which will benefit from that. Okay, yeah, there we go. That looks pretty solid. Okay, and then those markets will help a good bit. Where are my extra workers? I still have a worker stack down here that's not doing anything. All right, let's get down here. And you guys need to build some workshops down here. Can also do water mills because I'm in state property, but I need rivers for that. And there's not a lot of great places for them. Maybe along this river somewhere would not be terrible. Kind of already built up. Like this would kind of already built up though on some of these spots. Yeah, not having National Epic is an obvious mistake in this game. Silky Fish, what are you unhappy about? Oh, you're just too crowded. Okay. Well, yeah, not much we can do about you. We would need another healthy resource. I guess we could. What we needed here was to build the harbor a while ago. It's okay. It just is what it is. It's just going to be in a slight starvation diet. These cities, their only point is to just grow up to the happiness cap and then work a lot of water tiles and then pull in trade route income. It's fine if they're kind of stuck there. But yeah, this city, I wish there was a tile, a building you could build that would remove "We yearn to join the motherland" on happiness, which there isn't. So anyway, right now, Steam Power, the only one who has this is J-Man. Brennis does not have it. Saladin does not have it. And Toku can't even research it because he's pretty far behind at this point. So we're definitely going to follow in his footsteps Steam power, and then it's nice that Toku has steel. He's actually discounting this tech for us when we research it. But we have to follow up with economics and corporation. I believe they all have corporation as well. Or can anyone research corporation? I don't see anyone who can research corporation. So they all have economics, they all have corporation. Once we clean that up, though, we actually will have caught up to everybody other than J-Man reasonably well. I guess they have, a lot of them have physics as well, which would not be, actually, do we pit stop for, actually, we should pit stop for airships. Actually, airships would help us out a lot. I should pit stop for airships first before going for steam power. That would actually help me against Toku quite a bit. Because I'd be able to bombard the units, and that would serve as, like, collateral. That actually makes a lot of sense. All right, I can't do this any faster. I kind of like just staying here at break-even rate right now. Around 1,000 beakers per turn. Okay. Yeah, let's do that, and then that'll help us out. I do think that the proper time to attack is probably when these markets finish. Because I think I'll have enough calves at that point. I mean, the war weariness is going to be bad, but we'll just have to bite the bullet and probably run some more of the slider again. Like, we'll fall behind a little bit in tech again, but even Longbow is just hanging out there. All right, he just burned a turn in anarchy anyway, so that's nice. All right, down here, we want some workshops. I just want to make sure I don't cut an irrigation line in doing that. All right. Keeping us at even on beakers over there. Yeah, I think fish and chips is actually the best place to run. I think it's the best place to build National Epic, because I'm going to be running a lot of specialists here. I might as well, and it also, yeah, I think it's probably the best place. It's not like it's expensive to build National Epic at this point in the game. I think I'll do that. All right, just continuing to check in periodically to see if J-Man is plotting war. He is not, unsurprisingly. And yeah, we're going to let these two markets finish, and then we're going after Toku again, because now we're up to 20 calves, and that should be enough, I think, to run over his cities. I might even consider splitting the stack. What does his military look like? So we did finally get bar graphs on J-Man. So let's start getting them on Saladin. I'll split 2-to-1 on Saladin in favor of him. I don't know if I'm ever going to get these on him, but I might as well try. There's no point in spending on Toku because he's not going to be around that much longer. What does his military look like on here? Let's just see the bar graphs. Okay, GMP. Yeah, we've caught up to him when we weren't suffering the terrible war weariness. We're ahead of him in food, production, power. We're even with him in power. Yeah, Toku's power is flatlined. He hasn't built any units since the war ended, whereas we have built some, although not a ton. But yeah, I think I can send. I really wish I could. I really wish this tile here was not a mountain. I'd really like to just hit Nagoya immediately, but instead I got to go the long way around. I mean, at least there's a pass through here. It could be even worse. Anyway, would it be worth fording or two a hill? I mean, it could be, but I think that I can just base in cities. Plus, I don't even have the airships yet, but I'm working there. All right, jail. Definitely going to need the theater for war weariness, happiness. This city also is pretty bad. We yearn to join the motherland. We'll definitely have to run a good bit on the slider, but all right, the market does give us more happiness, right? Right? Didn't we have? Okay. Feels like the we yearn to join the motherland happiness ticked up again there. Well, let's do the theater. That's worth another point of happiness, and then we'll try to do the jail. Trying to get this city out of unhappiness state. It is back to growing again, so that's good. And the lizard is stable for the time being, too. At least this one doesn't have as much we yearn to join the motherland. I guess it's because it's a smaller size. All right. Now, I think I converted all of my cities to Judaism except the island city. Oh, wait, Deerfield doesn't have. Never mind, Deerfield needs. Let's get up there then. We love the Prime Minister Day. Okay. All right. So this city is coming along. Now is this a commerce city? We did build the university, and so I guess we should build some, I guess we have to build, yeah, it's got a little commerce. It's not a lot. Okay. Well, I guess we can build a cottage down here then. I know it's going to take a while to grow, but the sooner you start, the sooner they'll grow. All right, and then this city is at that. You know, these cities will be great when they're not all carrying massive unhappiness penalties. This city I want to grow onto these cottages. Should have enough food to prevent starvation, I hope. All right, so you're going to work that tile. So there's basically no difference between a lumber mill and a workshop. Well, I guess for right now, the workshop tile is better. They'll be the same when we have railroads. So I guess we should chop these down and just replace them with lumber mills. Oh, well, the lumber mills provide health. Never mind. The lumber mills do provide health, so it's probably worth keeping some of the forests around for that point. Yeah, Motherland. The problem is Toku had an awful lot of culture. Awful lot of culture. Just making sure that I'm not cutting any irrigation lines. We'll do another workshop or two down here. Delphi, remember how Delphi's been a garbage city like the whole game? Delphi's gonna turn into a pretty good city. We should be able to get the city up to like 30 base production. And then that's like 3 turn calves. And that's all the city needs to do. It has no commerce potential. Just crank out calves for me. All right, so the market's gonna finish this turn. And then we'll also have enough beakers that we can get to physics before the war weariness kicks in. You know, normally I wouldn't give this to him, but I can't afford to have this guy coming after me while I'm dealing with Toku. So we'll give in to this, and it actually puts him up to please. So that is totally worth 180 gold to get this guy back to please locked while I'm dealing with Toku. And it also locks him into peace for 10 turns. So that is absolutely worthwhile to do that. Like, that's a great deal for us. I'm actually kind of glad he came demanding that. Anyway, we're now down to only +2 on happy faces here. So that's, you know, coming along. So now we'll do the jail because we're going to have instant war weariness here. Hill Fort now has enough food that it can very slowly grow onto tiles. We'll probably work that tile on growth. All right, it did the courthouse. The only thing we really need now is production. So yeah, I mean, there's not really any point in building commerce multipliers here. Just get us some. Why don't you build me some? Why don't you build me some redcoats? Because I will need some defenders in cities. And this city's actually positive on happiness. Well, that's not going to last for long. Oh boy. All right. Anyway, yeah, do the theater because that's another point of happiness. And when we start running the culture slider, which I know we will, it also helps with that as well. Okay. Alrighty. So unfortunately, we still have 491 war weariness, so this is going to get ugly pretty fast. But it's time to finish the deal with Tokugawa. One final time. And I don't know if I have enough time to try to finish him today, but I'll see if I have time for that. All right, ready? We're not even going to talk to him. We're just going to use... You can alt-click to declare war, so we're just going to do that. All right, so immediately the unhappiness becomes catastrophic. So we are going to have to run the slider, as I said. So I think... let's see. How bad is it in my other cities? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. I think we can do... I think we're going to do 30% to start. So obviously we have to turn off science for a turn. And hopefully we can limp across the finish line to physics over the next couple turns. But yeah, I knew we'd have to run at least some of the slider. And again, that's why I'm building theaters, is you get better commerce multipliers on the happiness buildings when you do that. So we're okay for the time being, but oh god, capital Y. Please just work that tile. Theaters definitely help. And yes, we're going south first. The reason why we're going south first is the cities are higher quality down here. So I think it makes more sense. Also, yeah, I think it still makes more sense to go south first. It's going to take forever to get through these mountains up here. All right. Let's go ahead and grab some of our units here. We're going to split the stack. Let's start out with Well, we can actually snipe a longbow that's out in the open on this turn too, so that's pretty nice. 1, 2. Only 85%? Well, we'll take the 99.9. I'm surprised this guy got that many hits on me at a 99.9. This also gets me the hill so I can see the area. Not that it revealed anything. These frigates mean we cannot go in the water. So hopefully they'll stay in this channel and not come over here and tear up my fishing nets. There's a caravel over here, though. I can't do anything about that. Can caravels pillage fishing? I don't think they can pillage. Can they pillage fishing nets? I can't remember if they can or not. Yeah, we can send the slowpokes north. That's a good set. It's a good idea. We can send some of the one movers up there. I like that idea. And then they can even start bombarding, or they'll just be in position to do collateral damage. But that's a great idea. All right. Well, this guy can take combat 4. Why is he only getting... Oh, is it because he's in a he's on a fort? Oh, he's actually on a fort tile. That's why. I was like, why is this guy getting... He actually... Interesting. I didn't realize this. He actually gets the city defense benefit in a fort. I didn't know that that happened. Gets 70%. So he gets his city garrison promotions in the fort. Huh. I didn't know that. Well, I've actually never attacked a unit in a fort that had city garrison promotions on it. Good thing we had a combat 4 cav ready to smack that guy. All right, let's get one of our shock calves. Interesting. I didn't know that. No. I was wondering why he had such high odds. I've never spent a lot of time attacking units on a fort tile before. All right, where's our sentry guy? We have a guy. Actually, I think is he a knight or a cuirassier? I think it's a knight has the sentry promotion. Where is he? Here, this guy. All right. Well, that is not a well-defended city. That is not a well-defended city. We just need to get down here as fast as we can. I even wonder if it makes sense to just split the cav stack and have half the calves go south and half of them go north. I think we could maybe even do that. It depends on what's down there, but like there's very little here in Kagoshima. 1, 2. I mean, there's 2 muskets and a longbow. Like that's really bad. I think I might do that, honestly. Yes, I'm going to cover the units up at the front. Our spy unit died, unfortunately. And with me about to get physics and able to build airships, which will be able to scout, I didn't want to replace. He lasted a long time, though. Lasted a long time. All right. So we'll definitely cover both of these. Now, since the one movers are going to go north, I'll send few... Oh, wait. The one movers... Oh, shoot. I didn't move the one movers up last turn. All right. The one movers are stuck a tile behind. That was really dumb. Well, it's too late to reload now. Dang it. Why did I have to not remember that? I just needed to move them up last turn. Too late now. I don't want to have to replay that whole turn, but yeah, that was not very smart. Not the best decision. Fort will be great when we capture the city. It is actually a good tile to base airships out of because it's not in range of any city. All right. Let's see how we do this. So I'll send the Great General Medic down this way because that's my initial... That's the force that I'm hoping will move faster. We definitely want a lot of calves. I can send reinforcing calves with the northern army. So let's send most of our... I'm going to send the bulk of my calves up north. Let's split all the stack. But I will save a couple calves to go north. And I'm going to send a bunch of knights down here too, because they can, they can last hit like injured units. I think that's enough units to take out what's down there, hopefully. That's the hope anyway. All right. So, out of what's left over, start moving forward. wait, I actually have a... Forgot I actually have a cav back in my capital, because they was there for hereditary rule purposes earlier. Alright. Note, of course, the unhappiness spikes everywhere. We'll probably have to dial up the slider even further soon. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard to do tile improvements right now with all the cities starving, but we have to take out Japan. We have no choice. We just have to. All this we yearn to return to the motherland unhappiness will disappear if we can take them out. Nagoya Hogwarts when you capture it. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. All right, I'm just disappointed I didn't move the slow stack. I thought they were in the Lizard, but they weren't. They were in Port Elizabeth. That was a mistake of mine. Anyway, so just have to. Oh, is he gonna defend this? He's probably gonna defend this fort tile here. I'm probably gonna have to fight my way through that. Anyway, I have some knights with medic promotion, so that's good. So these units will be able to heal. And all right, let's see what we can do. At least we'll have physics. Physics will be nice for the airships. Okay, what the? I guess I gotta go through my cities. They're doing weird stuff with their tile improvements. All right, we got a cav here. Yeah. Oh, we don't have a barracks. Whoops. Well, we gotta do the barracks first then. I don't have a barracks here either. Gotta do that. Also, what the? Okay, I gotta go through my cities. I don't know what this is. What the heck is this? Why are they working? Why are they working so many spy specialists? That's very odd. Anyway, so at least we're keeping... I'll just have to cycle through all my cities, but let's play the actual turn first. Reduce my defenses in Port... Yeah, he'll bombard the city, which does nothing, because he doesn't have any units to attack with. Alright, there's a musket standing in the middle of nowhere for some reason. That's great. Let's get a pinch guy. Here we go, combat 2 pinch. 98.8, and we can even get a worker in the process. A few more hits than I would have liked to have taken for a 98.8 combat, but is what it is. We can kill the missionary if we want. I don't really care if he spreads Hinduism. I'm fine with that. Alrighty. So this guy that's super beat up, I think I'll just move him back into my territory and let him heal. Because he's on 3.8 health. Maybe he can join a medic stack somewhere. Like, this guy's fine. He can heal with the Great General Medic. We'll converge on this this tile here for this turn. Yeah, I mean, it's just everybody moves up. Everybody here is full health, right? Yeah. Everybody moves up. There's not much in that city. Oh, yeah. Please build horse archers. Go ahead. Build some horse archers. All right. Meanwhile, up here... Just the longbow. All right. Well, I mean, we have to fight our way through this little mountain pass. We can't go all the way around. We have to go through it. So we kind of have to come to this longbow. Still had odds to win. And then a spear. All right. Do we have a shock guy? What are the odds with this? Only 73. We can do better than that. 88. I'll take the 88. I mean, Japan's always tough to fight because they get so many promotions, right? Like, they're always a tough nut to crack militarily. But economically, Toku's one of the worst leaders because of his traits are, you know, really bad for actually researching. So it's a bit of a trade-off. All right. I mean, next turn we'll be able to see what's in this city. I just literally have no idea what's in that city. All right, I'm hesitant to turn too many more of these tiles into whatchamacallit. Well, I can turn this into a. I can chop this and turn it into a workshop. I'm hesitant to like replace too many farms because I'm worried that the cities might start starving. Oh, that's nice. You can get into enemy territory and not have to waste another turn moving. Because like this guy will move here and then the following turn he'll just get stuck there. But there's just no way to work around it. All right, yeah, I don't really want to tear up any of the farms yet, which is what these workers are kind of doing. I think I'll just have them chill for the time being. I was going to say I wonder if there's any tile improvements I have to build here, but I don't think so. Why don't you guys just hang out here for the moment? As I said, I want to get back into peace before we do anything too crazy. Now, I don't know if the heroic epic gets doubled production on military on the blimps. Okay, seriously, stop. All right, Plains Cow. That's good. Plains Cow's working all of its tiles. Why are you so unhappy? Oh. Wow, why is there so much war? Oh, because you don't have a jail. That's right. I was like, why is this city not unhappy? And then you are so unhappy. I guess it's because you don't have a jail. Maybe we'll have to do that next. War awareness seems like it's going to be a problem for the long haul here. All right, like... But like, why all the spies? Like, seriously, why all the spies? AI loves those spy specialists, doesn't it? Like, again. There we go. Actually, we do need a merchant at some point, because we already have an engineer, so we do need some cities to run merchants. Because we do need to get a merchant out of some city. Alright, this city is going to produce another engineer. I might have run too many engineers overall. Okay, you're not starving, which is all I care about for right now. Just avoid starving. I do want to work some cottages here long term. Alright, you're hanging in there. I mean, this city's size 13. It is even on happiness at 25. But it's not starving, and I'll take that for right now. We're like holding steady. Our city's not starving for the time being. So I'll take it if I can keep these cities out of starvation. Yeah, and then this city is just... Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is fine. This is fine for right now. It's even going to get... we're actually... You know what? We're actually even going to get extra culture in these cities. So they'll pop their third ring borders pretty quickly. Because we're running the culture slider. Not that it does a whole lot, but if we take this city, then the borders will pop out a little bit. Nope, no nationhood civic. We're not in a golden age. It would make no sense. Free speech is actually quite good. There's no reason we would want to go into a turn of anarchy for that. Although I appreciate the suggestion. All right, physics. Now we go for steam power. All right, and we want airships. Any city building military goes over to airships for right now. They are very useful. Do we get the doubled production? Yes, we do. So let's get the airship. We'll get a few airships then. Okay. So we still have this caravel scooting around doing stuff. Oh, discovered a source of uranium. Okay, well, we should connect our uranium. Oh, but I have to mine that one. I don't want to mine. This one, though, is not even in any city's borders. Let's grab that worker stack that's not doing anything, and they can connect that uranium. Alrighty. War awareness, I think, ticked up even further between turns. It's bad and it's gonna get worse, but we don't care. We're gonna run this guy over. All right, so attacking here. Oh, we were getting hit by airships. Okay. Oh, that's right. He has some airships. Well, this airship's about to die, and two can play at that game because I just unlocked airships myself. Alrighty. Let's see. So we've got 2 muskets are the main defenders, and then there's a longbow, and that's it. Okay, so we want pinch for anyone who can take it. This guy has pinch, but... Alright. This guy... Yeah, this is one of the heroic epic guys. Oh, so we go to the samurai then, and that's fine. He only has 1 samurai, right? Yeah. He hasn't... Okay, we'll just take this then. Hopefully we can clear the samurai. So I'm probably going to be promoting more... Oh, bad combat result. Not just that we lost, but we barely did any damage. Yeah, we only got 1 hit. Ooh. Not great. Well, that's why we built a lot of calves. Still only 56%. Okay. Well, what if we do combat 3? What about that? 28. Ooh, those muskets are nasty. Well, we got to take the 56 then. This is the only other really tough defender here. This longbow. And then we get the muskets. Come on. All right, nice. So we won 150%, lost a 50%. That's not so bad. Samurai's damaged. Now we just have to kill the muskets. If we can kill the muskets, we're good to go. The value of promotions. All right, we still only get 30% to kill, 20% to retreat. Jeez. No joke. But that's why we brought a lot of units here. Hey, we got the retreat. I'll take it. That's great. Now that musket's as good as dead. We get to repeat the same battle again. Good thing he didn't get to rifles. This would be a lot uglier if he had gotten to rifles. Well, there's some combat luck. We win a 30%. And now it's that samurai. So let's go back to our shock guys. This shock guy should get 90%. Samurai fighting hard. Or hardly fighting now. And then there's the musket and then just some horse archers. So 99% works for me. Might have to wait a turn here to heal. Because we did take some damage. We might have to wait a turn to... Might use their medic to heal for a turn or two here and then sprint down to the final city. Alright. He did bring a sword to a gunfight after all. Yeah, I know, right? Same thing. I'm going to promote these guys combat 2, and then I can choose the third promotion later, whether it's pinch or combat 3 or whatever. Hey, Minkar, thanks for watching. Good luck with the baby. Yeah, it'll be an interesting week, to say the least, upcoming, because family's coming in for Thanksgiving. Baby should be here. We're going to the hospital on Monday, unless we would have to go earlier. So yeah, it should be interesting. All right, I can get one more XP on one of these guys. You're injured though, so another point of XP on the medic, I suppose. But I really appreciate that, so thank you. All right. Okay. Cool. Oh, University of Sankor. Now, we don't have any... I mean, it's useless for us because we're not even in a state religion. But look, we got an academy in here. Very, very nice. Okay. Yeah, we don't really... I mean, we'll just queue it to market for right now. And the other thing is now Port Elizabeth's borders are no longer squeezed like that. Port Elizabeth now can work more tiles. And that can shift... like we can keep the city from starving by working some 4 food tiles here. Alright, so then I can shift this over to here. Oh wait. Okay, so I guess we don't work the gold tile. We'll work this tile here. Do this, and then we give this tile over to here. There we go. We can give one of these lake tiles back to Port Elizabeth. Really doing some tile swapping here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that works. Keep the cities from starving. Rename Pyongyang. I don't hate the suggestion, but that's not the... I think I like Middleburg better because this is in the middle of the peninsula. But I appreciate the suggestion. All right, yeah, and I think that these units can heal. So let's have... Some of these units were actually already injured. Like, this guy was already injured by the airstrike. So yeah, you guys that were already hurt. And, like, so you attacked, so you move into the city. Units move fast. Units heal faster in cities, but, like, you did not attack this turn, so you can just heal right here. You move into the city to help protect it. Let's see, and then we can go 1, 1, 2 to here, 1, 2. All right. So it'll still take another turn or two worth of movement. All right, you barely survived. You succeed on your retreat roll. Same thing here. All right, let me just grab the units that actually attacked. Yeah, there's not enough healthy calves to go blitz down to that last city. We'll heal here for a turn or two. Control click for the knights. Oh, do I have the... I do have the guy with the vision, the extra vision. Let's move them here, but then I'm going to grab the... Where's the knight who has the sentry? Ah, I should just grab the sentry guy first. Where is he? Oh, he's right here. Okay, there's a longbow on that tile. We can actually bypass that tile. We don't have to attack them there. We could go through the jungle if we wanted. All right, that's all I can see for right now. So you can go back in there. Control click and rest. Same thing. Okay, and then the Great General Medic moves up to heal these guys. Okay, that was a really good success. We lost, what, 1 unit? 1 unit. Yeah, not bad. Okay. First up, let's move forward. Let's move one guy first. To see. There's a musket out here. Out away from the city. Oh, there's almost nothing in this city. We should try to bum rush this and capture it. Let's see if we can kill this musket. Do I have a full health cav? Oh no, that guy's really beat up. He's on 0.6 health. I'm not even sure why I'm moving him forward. Well, I mean, as much as we'd like to, I don't have a lot of attackers up here. We'll see. We'll see how many... Is this city on a hill? This city's on a hill, too. Oof. There's really not a lot of defenders. Unfortunately, by the time I can get units up there, there probably will be multiple defenders. This guy can take pinch promotion, though, so... I'll move here. I'm aware that if I attack, I'm attacking across a river. But it's still better than fighting the musket in the city, so it's worthwhile doing. Better to hit him in the open field than in the city. Oh, here's another musket. Well, or samurai horse. Okay, I can't reach them. All right, we'll keep moving forward then. Now the siege units are going to be on this tile. They should be on this tile, but they're still behind, like behind things. Where's all the siege units? And they continue rolling forward. They're so slow. This guy's so beat up. I guess I'll keep them stacked together. Who knows? Maybe we get that. Maybe we need that last attack. Wish the terrain wasn't quite so rough up here. We'll see. We'll get up there and start bombarding. I mean, you can start healing here. You're kind of out of the fighting now. You got that 1 kill and you're kind of out of the fighting now. Can build a lot of water mills or up here. Yes, I love the suggestion. This is a great place to build water mills. Agreed. Agreed. We're going to need a farm on this tile because we're going to plant a city on this spot right here. I'm actually going to mark it so I don't forget. Because this is where we're going to build our... Because this way it can work the sheep tile, which actually cannot be worked by any other city. It's like Toku narrowly managed to avoid using this sheep tile. Now, it's only a 3-food tile. But this farm actually makes this tile a 4-food tile. So 4 food plus those two get you to 5 food. And that's enough to make the city at least somewhat viable. But yeah, we can watermill a lot of these tiles. And we can also build a levee up there too. So long term, that'll be a pretty good spot. And yeah, we should get a settler. Agreed, we should get a settler out of one of these cities. I can have Yoink build one as soon as... Yoink or Riposte can build one starting next turn. Either one of those is a pretty good candidate. And the calves are just heading back up there. Okay, we can also turn research on now. Oops, we need the 30%. Hopefully that didn't screw up my cities too badly. And it looks like Steam Power is a 4-turn build. All right, none of my cities seem to be starving just yet. I think we need like 1 turn to rest here and heal. And then we'll go forward again. And it'll take a few more turns to get down there. So let's keep going. We also took over first place in score this turn, which is pretty cool. All right, airships. I want airships on both fronts, like right now. All right, thermo. This city probably needs a jail, but I'm going to do the theater because it's cheaper first. All right, you can do a 4-turn settler. That works for me. And there's not like there's anything this city needs to build. Whereas this city, I think I'm going to do the aqueduct also. The one tick on that slider caused all the cities to go absolutely crazy in terms of what they were building. I think some of the city, yeah, like look, this city is also working. Like, why do they go nuts when I build one? I tick up the slider one time and they all go insane with spy specialists. Like why? They just have to run those spy specialists, don't they? Anyway. Some great spy. Apparently the AI loves those spy specialists too. Alright, he's bombarding Port Elizabeth, but he doesn't have any units to attack with. He is denying the water tiles, which is unfortunate. War weariness is now increased again. But it is survivable for the time being. And we are making good progress in this war. Alright. So let's see. You're full health. As I said, I think we rest for 1 turn and then we go forward. Use 1 turn to rest units that are beat up here. Like this guy will be full again. Split the stack. This guy will not be quite full, but he'll be reasonably close. Like this guy, we can figure out his promotion later. All right, this guy is already full health. This guy will be full, and that'll give us, that should be enough calves, because like we can send in the knights along with them to finish off injured defenders. All right, this guy needs a promotion, and he'll be full health. And then these other cav reinforcements are just racing up here to try to get into the fighting. All right, what's in Nagoya? Too much for us to take this turn, but we're getting closer. I think I'm gonna wait for this. I might wait for the siege to get there, just because the siege can all sacrifice themselves. And then that'll let me get through the city faster. I'm aware it gives them more time to whip defenders, which I don't like, but I really, it's like the siege units should be 1 tile further forward, so I'm really annoyed that I messed that up. All right. I can promote. I need a medic unit up here. I know I have a medic unit over here. Never mind. That's exactly what I wanted. So the units that are up here can chill out. All right, yeah, just chill here for right now. Yeah, I was just waiting to see if anyone had like a promotion. This also gives more time for some more of the calves to move up. All right, we're going to rebase. Oh, and I can also rebase. So we're going to rebase. We're going to give priority to the units going after Nagoya, because I think that's going to be the harder nut to crack, because I have fewer calves up there at the moment. All right, uranium. Yes, we want to improve our uranium. So he still only has 1 musket. Yeah, I just wish I had moved up those units 1 more tile, because then those units would be in position to attack. But I just don't have that many calves up here. I need like another turn or 2 for these calves to move up. And then if I can finally use up these, you know, if I can throw the trebs and catapults here. I don't really need these. These units are outdated. I'm not going to upgrade them to cannons. I can just hurl them at the city and then, like capture the city with them, and then I'll use them up in the process, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, I need a few more. Oh wow, this city's literally 1 point away from building another airship. So I'll have it build a cav instead. I'm gonna go back and have it build a cav. Okay, now it's time to start doing actual infrastructure in here, because by the time that's done. All right, let's see. So we're not attacking this turn, so we'll wait a turn. What we can do is instead... Oh, J-Man just popped a Golden Age. That's concerning. Hope he doesn't get too far ahead off that. So what we can do is we can recon mode just to see what's up here. Okay. Nagasaki has nothing in it at all. Okay, so if we can take Nagoya, we can take Nagasaki. There's nothing back there. That's good. All right. Meanwhile, back here, Plains Cal. You do the cav, because I don't want to have a bajillion overflow. All right, rebase mode to here. And then I can get some more units down to Middleburg. Probably should have rebased 1 of them to Middleburg so I could scout it out, but I wanted as many units up there as possible to airstrike the city. Anyway, so steam power we still can do in 3 turns. So we'll leave 1 of these injured calves behind. We'll leave like this guy behind. And I guess that guy is pretty injured too. I'll take the 12 health guy though. It's close enough. Just checking the units individually. All right, and then all the knights. All right. Go forward a tile. Well, nobody's blocking the jungle tile, so we'll just take that. Not really worried. So we can see that there's nothing that can attack this city except a longbow, and he's not going to attack with a longbow. Toku won't attack with a longbow, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm just sending everything forward. All right. Meanwhile, up here, get more calves in range. These guys will finally be able to move quickly once the borders at Nagoya disappear. J-Man stole our new clams. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, we're currently trading for clams, so it's not as bad as it could be. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. He doesn't have a lot of culture, but he does. I mean, J-Man's, let's be clear, J-Man's time is coming down the road. We're going to need tanks to deal with him, but J-Man's time is coming. He's actually been a great neighbor in this game. I probably shouldn't be so mean. He's been a great neighbor, but we need his territory, and he's being annoying. All right, 2 injured units can stay in there. All right, so you guys just chill for a turn. And anybody who's still on this tile is healing, at least a little bit. Only Medic 1 doesn't heal a ton, but it does a little bit. All right. You look okay for the time being. These workers should probably start moving over here because we're probably going to need to replace some tile improvements up here. So we can at least start moving in that direction. All right. So we need another turn to move up to Ozumo, but I think we can get Nagoya this turn. I think I have enough attackers here. He added a musket in here. So now there's 2 muskets, but I also now have 3 airships that can airstrike the city. So we'll airstrike first, then we'll send in the siege, and then we'll send in the attackers. It's going to be time to say bye-bye to all our siege units, unfortunately, but... Oh, never mind, he actually attacked me. Okay. Well, the good news is I have a medic unit here, so the units will heal at least a little bit, some of this damage, especially if they don't take much. Okay. Okay, I'm okay with that. Alrighty. Let's build 1 or 2 more airships, and then it's going to be time... And then I actually don't really have that many more builds, like many more things to go for. I could use another airship, I think. Alright. Just finished a cav there. You would probably be better off building something infrastructure related. I don't think I need another unit for right now. The next unit I'm going to want to build is... I'm going to want the city to do a levy in just 2 turns. Why don't you go on gold? Well, you can do on wealth until I can start the levy in a couple turns. Same thing for Loot Fiesta. All right, we finished National Epic here. That's good. So we'll definitely get our next great person from here. Hopefully it's... I actually need to stop running the engineer because I really don't want an engineer out of here. I think we just do more Jewish missionaries out of here. And this city can just do Jewish missionaries for now. Alrighty, first things first. Let's do the attack on Nagoya. So first up, we're going to use our airships to airstrike the city. Japan has no air power, so there's no defense against this. So we're going to use airstrike. The bombers can take out the city defenses, but these cannot. So airstrike. Just taking a little health off these guys is very nice. Gets like a free hit or 2, the equivalent of a free hit or 2 on these units. Okay. So what do we got the musket down to 7.7, 7.7, samurai 6.8. That's not bad. Now it's time to send in the siege. Farewell, lads. We knew you well, but yeah, it's not happening. We'll send in the cats first because they have no chance, but they can get some collateral. The Trebs might actually have some minuscule chance to deal real damage, not just collateral. So we'll send the cats in first. Again, this is also just me getting rid of these units because they're just costing me maintenance and their time is really come and gone. So even though I feel kind of bad throwing them away like this, they are serving a function. They're going to make it so the Cavs take very little damage, and then the Cavs can just race forward to Nagasaki afterwards. And like we did get full collateral value on 3 of the 4. All right, so now the trebuchets might actually be able to do something. I guess not. The odds that they can actually kill a unit are still pretty low, so I guess we'll still do collateral promoted. J-Man I do not think is going for cultural victory at all. No, that city has 5,000 culture, I think. But, wait, hold on. Where does its culture borders extend to? 20, 40, 60, 80. No, it doesn't even have 80% borders yet, so it's not even at 5,000 culture. So it's really not that strong. It's just I have no culture here yet, and Japan's culture is being removed, so it looks like it has massive borders. Something like that. Alrighty, well, we're just still trying to get in what hits we can. Note that the collateral... we probably should stop promoting collateral damage now, because we're not really getting that much collateral at this point. But we have softened these units up pretty good. These poor trebuchets. You know, I built these units and I did use them, but I didn't get a ton of use out of them still. Well, when we softened everything up pretty good. And like I said, I'm just using up these units because I have no more use for them. Did this one? I don't think this one did any collateral damage at all, did it? Okay. Well, if they're not doing collateral, then it's time to stop attacking. Even I'm not going to throw away units for no purpose whatsoever. I can use them to bombard, I suppose. Get the minimum value there. All right, so we soften these guys up pretty good. Top defender is... All right, well, this guy can promote. I guess we'll just go combat 3 then. All right. What's next? That's a samurai. Just do combat 3 again. One other nice thing about taking this city is it removes the culture, so then the flow of reinforcements does not have to go through this ridiculous mountain pass to get up here. Okay, so we've got 2 more muskets. Those are going to be a little tricky to take out. So I will promote Pinch for the better odds. And then it's going to be up to the Cuirassiers, but I think they can do it, especially if we've taken out the toughest enemy units. All right, this guy is almost dead. This guy's almost dead. Oh, we got a great general. Nice. In Loot Fiesta. We can use that. So this will mean 17 XP units coming out of Plains Cow. So 1 more for military instructor. Join city. So yeah, 1 more for the 4th promotion, which is pretty nice. All right. Wait, is it actually saying a catapult is the top city defender? No. All right. Split the stacks. Okay. Could we actually get odds with the war elephants? No, they only have 3%. They can finish off a redline unit, but that's it. Okay, so it looks like it's got to be the Cuirassiers now. This guy's shock promoted. This guy's Pinch, so this guy's going to have the best odds. He actually gets 74%. Nice. All right. That's like the last real unit. Now we have some very injured, kind of outdated stuff that doesn't really matter. So we got 99%. So we used up the siege units, but they did their job. And as I said, they didn't really have much use for them anymore. So just get what use we can out of them. They kept the calves from dying. Yeah, we didn't lose a single mounted unit. So that was the main thing there. Alrighty. Well, the axe got 1 hit in, but didn't get a second one. Now it's just free eating. Free eats for everybody now. And now it's just whoever we want to get the last hit. I don't want... These calves are too hurt. So it's got to be a knight. Do we have a guy who's like 1 XP off a promotion? Nope, not really. Let's give the honors to this war elephant. Because why not? Alrighty. Stock Exchange Courthouse. Yeah, not bad. Of course, the culture of this other city is really a pain in the butt, but we're going to get over there. So now we just have to get to Nagasaki. So 20, 40, 60, 80. This city has 5,000 culture. Oh, you know what happened? He must have detonated a culture bomb in this city. Yeah, 20, 40, 60. Because this says the 5,000 culture borders must have. Okay. But we can start moving up on this next city. We can airstrike. I mean, there's almost nothing in there. And the calves we'll just send the calves forward as they come in. I wish I had a few more calves. Alrighty. Well, we'll move you into the city. Might take another couple turns. You do have a healer who can help heal units. Oh, and I can send the knights forward that didn't attack. Yeah, the knights can finish off, like, damaged units. But we'll probably need another turn or 2 for us to get up there. I wish I'd sent another cav or 2 up here. It looks like I sent a little too much down to the south. I was oversending a little bit down there because I knew my reinforcements were going to come up this way. And that longbow is welcome to stand there. All right, we'll alt-click here, slide everybody forward. Yeah, there's not much down here. Not much down here. Oops. What is going on? Well, we'll definitely rebase to Nagoya. I think that if I have hold on. Here's a question. Can I hit I can hit Nagasaki. Okay, so if I have every airship in the Lizard and Nagoya trying to bombard these, I can get quite a few hits on the defenders. So I just need every airship in this area. And then hopefully we can get this war over with quickly. Hopefully. Get out of this from under this war weariness. All right, we got the uranium connected. No cities currently have uranium. I need you up here now to get ready for this city we're going to plant up here. Let's start building a road on that silver tile. All right, you just continue healing. I know we don't have a medic here, but you guys are fine there. And we're probably going to want to cottage these tiles here because I don't need a 4... there's enough food up here. I don't need 4 food tiles, but I do need them for the moment, so I'll leave them here for now. You can help assisting with whatever operations we're going to do up here for this new city. Getting the silver ready and all that. Planning a massive air raid on 2 longbows and a pike before a massive cabs assault them. Yeah, bows and muskets do not have intercept chance. They are too early in the game to have them. Also, now that we got some capture gold, can we 1-turn steam power? No. Oh god, and that messed up the... Oh man. Messed up the slider settings again. I think I just got a whole bunch of spy specialists again. Yep, okay, seriously, please. No more spy specialists. The game just loves these spy specialists so much. So you're going to do the levy, which is why you're on wealth right now. Yeah. Okay, please. Please no. Yep. I would prefer that you are working actual tiles, bud. Trying to get these cottages. I mean, it is like one advantage. So the only reason I'm in Emancipation is because the AI is forcing me to. But I do like the fact that it only takes 5 turns to turn a cottage into a hamlet. Like, I only just converted this tile into a cottage, and like it already gets the 3 commerce financial benefit. That's pretty nice. Anyway, this city is not starving for the time being, which is about the best I can hope for. And same thing here. Okay, and then those are the cities we captured. Okay, so we had the request. Link Mario Samus wanted this to be Hogwarts, so I'll do that while I'm thinking about it. And yeah, we're going to continue moving forward here. And I think I can get like 5-ish calves ready to attack that city next turn. Which I have no idea if that's going to be enough, but we'll see. I think I can get close to 5, and then I'll be airstriking it. So, and I'll have like a half a dozen knights ready to follow up. So hopefully I can take that immediately. Oh, hello. I am happy to fight a pike out in the... Whoa, what the? The pike won that. What the heck? How did that happen? What the heck? I didn't expect that to happen. What were the odds on that? I mean, I guess I didn't promote the unit, so maybe that was my bad. I don't think I had that I don't think I'd given that unit a promotion yet, but still. The heck, man. A lot of war awareness. I think we have to tick up the slider to 40% this turn. I'm usually content to go fight them out in the open, but that was certainly annoying. Anyway, this city doesn't really have anything important to build, so we'll just do the jail. There's the settler. Okay. You also don't have anything too crucial to build right now. Could say stables, but they're going to be obsolete pretty soon, so I don't really want to build them. I mean, I guess I'll just build this for lack of anything more important to build. It's really not that... What were the odds of that battle? I have to know. Oh, he actually had odds in the battle because I hadn't promoted. I wasn't expecting the AI to charge out. Oh, he had combat 2 formation. That's why. All right. Well, kudos to you, buddy. You have probably slowed down my attack by a turn, so kudos to you. We can't actually airstrike him. His health is already too low. Okay. So we'll just recon mode then. And there's another pike up there in the middle of nowhere. That was certainly annoying. But we'll see what we can do. God, 70. I don't want to waste it. I don't want a cab to take damage here, so I'm going to use a knight to hit this guy. Even though the odds are, of course, worse. Well, we lost this one, unfortunately. Boy, this pike was a tough customer, wasn't he? Even got a great general out of it. All right. Well, we have 99% odds now, so we did not take a hit in the process, so that's good. I'll hang out here. Yeah, I mean, it didn't reinforce the city, so that's good. We have 2 longbows we're going to have to kill. Sucks that it's on a hill and it's 80% defenses. Oh, man, losing that cav is a pain in the butt, but I'll at least promote combat 1. So this guy will be able to attack next turn. And this guy, I feel like I should still send him forward because you never know when you might need an attacker to hit the last defender. You just never know. This guy unfortunately can't move forward. Upgrade? No. I actually can't upgrade them to calves. All right. So I mean, we can airstrike them, but it won't do anything. Oh, we can airstrike this guy out here though, in case he tries to run back in. 1, 2. Oh, but he can't actually get back into the city next turn. That's good news. We'll still airstrike him anyway though. These guys can't quite get up there this turn. You're almost full health, so I'll move you forward. I might wait 1 more turn just to get some of these injured calves into the fighting. We'll see. And these, yeah, I should wait 1 more turn because then I can move up all these additional units. It just is way safer. So I think it'll take 1 more turn. It's just way safer. I'll even move this guy up. You never know. 7 HP might be useful. 6, you never know. Just moving everything forward except the siege units. Anyway, you run forward. So it probably takes 2 more turns. I don't want to be stupid about this and come up and end up killing a bunch of units for no reason. All right, so what do we have here? This is going to be a tricky to cut through, 60% defenses. So we've got a musket, 2 longbows, and a pike. So we'll definitely lose a unit or 2 attacking here. But we'll see what we can do. All right, so we probably won't... let's see. So we get 25% odds with a combat 2. If we do pinch, we get 56, so we definitely want pinch here. Muskets are clearly the toughest unit to kill. I think we lost this one, unfortunately. Nope. Never mind. Animation fooled me. That's nice. We'll take that. All right, so I think we definitely need pinch. In the gunpowder era, pinch is usually the best promotion to have, just because there's so many gunpowder units. Same animation? Nope. See, that's why I was fooled by the last one. It was the identical animation until the last arrow fired. So it was very close. So we won a 50%, we lost a 50%, more or less. And we crippled the longbow, so that's fine. Now we just need here's another pinch guy. Similar thing, 30% to win, 20% to retreat. So it's basically a 50-50. All right. That's not so bad. I don't mind... some of those losses. That great general is never going to get a chance to be used. And here's the chance to use the shock guy against this pike. It is worthwhile to have those shock promotions. You don't want to promote every single unit the same. Oh, we got the retreat. Okay, that's fine. All right, who defends first? We'll just use the combat 3, so we should clean up from here. Probably should have used a combat 3 guy here, or a pinch guy here. But, I mean, when it's 97, it's kind of like whatever. Alright. Anyone who's, like, really close to leveling... Oh, that guy is, but he's already on an XP breakpoint. Oh, this guy's at 16 out of 17. Look at him, the 3rd promotion... Or the 4th promotion, excuse me. Alright. Izumo goes down. Has a dry dock. I can't even build dry docks yet, and it has a dry dock. Okay. Well, obviously, we have to do the granary first out of that. Okay. All right. Let's tick this up. All right. Let's move everything in the city just for right now, and then we'll heal, and then we can look to go from there. I realize there's a Japanese unit up there. We also captured a worker in the process. Bottingham, that's a great name. Because it's at the bottom, yes. Bottingham, okay. All right, Bottingham. All right. Now, as far as up here goes, oh, the lizard finally got its corn tile back. Yay! And fortunately, this is not in our borders, because if it was, the AI would probably pillage it. But yeah, all right. We need to get a road built on here, so let's get that built this next turn. And I wouldn't mind getting a road built on this tile. We'll just road both of them. Let's get that settler up here. We can settle next turn on the X. And then we'll have silver, and that'll definitely help. Alrighty. And then I was in the middle of doing this before. We're going to continue Oh, can we not airstrike the units on that? Oh, are we out of range? We're out of range to hit that tile, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll rebase to Hogwarts. Because that way, if we need to hit that tile next turn, we can. This is a very... Oh, this is the guy who was fighting earlier and took a lot of damage and is now healed up. All right. Rebase up here to Hogwarts. Rebase up here to the lizard. Okay, I think I have 6 airships that can hit up there starting next turn. I might be able to take it next turn if I have... It depends on if another unit pops up in there. If it's just the 2 longbows, I can probably take it next turn. Especially with 6 airstrikes to hit these units. Let's see what happens. And we're also going to get steam power so we can start building levees, which is going to be nice.
You would make a ship sail against the winds and currents by land.
All right, next we got to backtrack for Economics Corporation, then Assembly Line.
Time for such nonsense.
There's another airship, okay. Yeah, this city's fine to just do Jewish missionaries. Capturing that shrine was certainly nice. Where is it? There we go. Looks like we're hanging in there on happiness. Even with 9, we're on weariness. And +4, we yearn to join the motherland on happiness. I think I'd rather run the commerce configuration right now and work that cottage. I do need to get... we do need a grocer here. All right, let's see what they have. Is there anything new in this city? All right, they added a horse archer. Let's see what our airstrikes can do, just out of curiosity. Okay. Oh, we discovered coal? Coal near Port Elizabeth. Okay. Oh, there's a coal resource here. Okay, that's our only coal. Is that our only coal? Wow, I'm glad I went over here. Yeah, it's my only coal. There's one just outside my borders at Fish and Chip. I'm glad I got over here. Without that, I couldn't build railroads or coal plants, so that's pretty important. And we have oil up here in the tundra. Okay, we have a tundra oil. Is that my only oil? Oh, and there's oil under Bottingham. Okay. Nagasaki is his last city. Yes, this is his last one. You can check by talking to him. See, he doesn't have any cities remaining. Okay. Let's see if we can take... Let's see what happens with the airstrikes, and we'll decide if we think we should wait a turn. I mean, we probably should wait a turn, but let's just see what happens. Okay, so come on. Hogwarts has the other... airships in it. Obviously, I want to get the war over with as quickly as possible. Well, we did as much damage as we could to the longbows, which is 20%. Let me see what kind of odds we get, just out of curiosity. All right, so the longbows are at 4.8. Horse archers are also at 4.8. We get 70. Okay, I'm going to take a 73. I have 2 calves that are full strength, and then I have the knights. Even if they both lose, I think we can probably do this. Just need to not have bad combat luck here. All right. Another... Okay, 73 and good retreat odds. If we don't take it this turn, we almost certainly get it next turn. Okay. I needed those 70%. With those 70% going my way, I have this for sure. Because the knights will easily beat the horse archers. Yeah, 99.7. Alrighty, and just like that, Yeah, it's a good thing I'm attacking Japan, right? There's also a case to be made. I might need to raise this city because it's going to be really swamped by enemy culture. But we'll see. Let's see what's in the city. Let's see what's in the city. I mean, there's decent. I mean, so let's see. How much culture do these cities have? The thing is, though, if we do have open... Okay, we have open borders with Saladin, so I'll keep the city. I'll keep the city. At the very least, we can pile defenders in here to prevent a flip from happening. We can keep a flip from happening by just stuffing a ton of cabs in here. Alright. Samurai's End. Nagashire, not bad. I like Samurai's End, though. And that's it. Wait for the screenshot. Japanese Civ has been destroyed. Alright. Farewell to Toku. Alrighty. Well, we are barely maintaining demographics on J-Man. So I'm probably going to have to swap up those espionage allocations soon. Tokugawa first to die. Yeah. Alright, let's get... we need a name for this city as well. So what name do we need for this? What name do we want for this one? Just out of curiosity. Argentum is... That's really good because it's for silver. Good call. Okay. So yeah, it can grow on a 4-food tile. It actually gets the sheep once the borders expand, which inexplicably have a fort on them. So we'll fix that. Oh, I should have done that last turn. Oh well. All right, first build the road. You also build the road. Then everybody come over here and mine the silver, and then we'll get that sheep tile done after that. Did we get this? Okay, we got the silver mined. Nice. There we go. So now everybody gets silver. And just like that, all the war weariness magically goes away. And we can go back to researching. And we can actually finish economics next turn. This does cause the war weariness to drop away, right? Actually, it's still there for some reason, but it'll be gone at the start of next turn. Okay, I guess we need to... I guess we need the 10% for right now then. We can still do economics in one turn though, so that's cool. Alrighty, good stuff. So I think that was I think that was really good. I will go ahead and stop here because I already went slightly longer than I was hoping to. But we did what we wanted to. We were able to finish off Toku, so now we can build up and consolidate for a little bit. And then I think Portugal has to be our next target after that because they're just like they're strongest AI, I think. As far as techs go, let's see, where's Portugal on here? Well, he still doesn't have assembly line yet. That's good. They all picked up steel. I think they're all going down the combustion route right now. But yeah, he just still doesn't have assembly line, so that's good. I think we can beat him to tanks, and then I think we just, build 25 tanks and try to run over him. And I think at that point it's GG. Because Brennus is behind. Brennus is like equal to us in tech. We're actually ahead of him. We have biology up on him. We have steam power up on him. We're about to clean up the only old techs that he has that we don't have. Yeah, I think we're ahead of him in tech. And Saladin is about equal with us, I think. The only one who's like a little bit ahead is J-Man. But I mean, his whole core is like right next to us. So, and we've been suffering under all this war weariness. As soon as we get out of the war weariness and incorporate Japan's cities, I mean, we're going to be really strong, like really strong, because we have way more territory than they do. All right. Good stopping point. Thanks, all of you. Thanks for the well wishes. We'll let you know what happens with the baby this upcoming week. Until I see you again, have a good one. We will continue this game at some point, probably in a couple weeks, but we'll let you know. So have a good one, folks. Take care. See you soon.